Sup, nerds? Welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 130. I'm Sean. I'm joined with Chris and Brandon, as always.
Sup, guys? Welcome to this week's Omni4Game recap. We go over our locals, as always. Then we finally get caught up on those reveals, and then we go to your guys' comments. So if you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next episode.
First topic, a locals recap. I just have this paranoid feeling that I'm not recording, but I'm looking at it and it's recording.
I see the button.
Yeah, I can literally see it.
So I will go first for Tuesday.
Okay, thank you. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm positive.
Yeah. So
that's
Tuesday,
okay.
I didn't go.
I was like,
wait,
yo, your name's not the lowest.
You're not even here.
Yeah.
No, we had just gotten back from the Baton Rouge trip, and I'm gonna be real. I didn't feel like going. That's it. The only reason.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I sat at home. Yeah, I have a real bum mentality. We sat at home. I've been having my wife and sister-in-law go through the Marvel movies.
This isn't Digimon Locals.
You're correct. We just got to Infinity War, and she had gone in. My sister-in-law had gone in completely unspoiled. So about 5 minutes into the movie, when her favorite character dies, and I'm just sitting here like, this is only the beginning. So
Loki dies in like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In Infinity War?
Yeah. Sean looks so confused. He just knows what's going on.
Oh, I mean, that movie's like 10 years old. I'm just...
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
There's no way. Don't fact check me. I don't want to feel old.
That movie's a decade old.
Nope.
Yeah, it is. And then Brandon's gonna make them wait.
Spoilers.
Brandon's gonna make her wait an entire year to watch Endgame, just like they made us.
Imagine the cruelty of that.
I would just watch it behind your back.
No, she said she would do that if I actually.
Yeah, I'd be like, no.
Alright, I'll go next.
That's what I did. Yeah.
I actually went. I wasn't feeling 100%, but I wasn't feeling awful. That really started like the next day. So I went. I was like, I want to play Digimon because I ended up getting all of the alt art ones, the participation ones. Yeah, and I got all 4 of those, and I'm like, this deck is like all commons and uncommons, and I already have 2 Digimon Scopaluchis. I could just throw this together and play it, because it just seems like a fun deck to play. Showed up. I had asked Sean Saturday, and Sean had not felt good that day, because we were going to do... No, I'm sorry. Monday. What day did we get back? Monday. I had asked Sean Monday. I was like, hey, here are the cards I need, because he bought a bunch of that set because he was trying to pull Homeroses for Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many homies did you pull, Sean?
I think I pulled 1 out of like 12 or 13 boxes total.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, crazy.
They were all from the same case. That was my downfall.
Yeah, it really puts in perspective that like I bought 1 box and pulled 2.
One out of my box.
Yeah.
I would place that down. That's all it counts.
Yeah, same. So I had messaged Sean Monday. I was like, hey, here are the cards I need. And I was like, obviously no rush, like, that's fine. I had asked him in the middle of his sickness, so he had seen it, but it had registered in your fog brain.
Totally forgot about it.
Yeah. So he didn't have them Tuesday, so I was like, alright, I'll just play Cross. David has a bunch of random bulk in his back seat, and he heard me, and he's like, hey, I got some back there. And Sean's like, hey, I got 2 Taida Scopalucci alt arts you can just borrow for tonight. I was like, alright, sick. So I got to play the deck. And then ran into 2 absolute terrible matchups.
Back to back.
Back to back. So round 1, of course, I run into Medusamon being piloted by Will. And just like with Millenniumon, they can just bot deck your targets. It don't matter. I could toss as many Tidamons and Scopaluchis in the trash as I want, but like if he decides, hey, I don't want those anymore. I don't want those in there anymore. It doesn't matter.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
So And then he was trying real hard to kill me one of these games. I've got like nothing on the field. I've got like 3 cards in hand, nothing coming. And he's trying as hard as, and I could tell he's like getting frustrated. I'm like, oh, what? He's got like a full board of like 4 bodies. He's got like 2 tamers. He's got like a training setup. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm looking for a level 6. He's got like a Medusumon here. He's got like a Lamia here. He's got like.
He said he was like, I'm not even gonna say anything about bricking.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't even think it. You can't even think it.
I looked over there. I was like, what are you talking about?
You're in the ultimate position here, man. Like, this is like, you can kill me in 2 turns. It don't matter.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm not gonna say it. I'm like, you know what? You just even thinking about it. So that was funny. I lost that one 0-2 real hard. He also plays Crimson Blaze, obviously. He would, like, preemptively Crimson Blaze me for no reason. I'm like, nothing's happening. I can't break your board, dog. And then I did play against Gallant next round. Dante was playing Gallant. Thankfully, they don't play that, what is it, EX11 Gallant?
BT.
Is that what set it is?
23, I think.
3.
It's either 22 or 23.
Okay, that one. The one that is like, hey, no purple decks.
Yeah.
They all just play like AD1 and like the promo and like X Antibody. He was playing Crimson Blaze, which was unfortunate. I did hit one out of security like mid combo that kind of really messed me up. But I was lucky enough to win that one 2-0. I think he was just like missing some pieces and stuff like that, and I just was able to kind of rush him down and do a lot. Like when I went full wombo combo, I spawned like 5 bodies. No, not like 5. That's an exaggeration. If you have the option set up, it's like 4 or 5 bodies, which is really helpful. And the difference between this and Medusa is like my on deletions for my level 5 I can actually trigger and like play out other bodies and stuff like that. With Medusa, he can just blow up my body, and then I could be like on deletion. He'd be like, what's that do? And I'm like, I let him read it, and he's like, okay, I want to bottom deck that, and I'm like, all right, that's fine. But yeah, I would just like spawn so many bodies and like answer his board before Dante could really do anything. That I just ended up getting that one 2-0. And then in the final round, I played against Todd, who was playing Examon, which that deck can be a little scary because, like, if he sees his pieces fast enough, he can hit you for like 3 to 4 checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I can set up like tamers and like the option card, and those are just getting deleted. And then unfortunately, with Tidamon, like I could delete his Examon, or Titus Skolbelucci, I could delete his Examon, but then he's just gonna get to partition out his bodies, and then it just yeah, I think in the final game, I think game 1 was actually kind of back and forth a little bit. Game 2 wasn't. I ended up like running out of cards. Like I think by the end of the game I had like 1 card in hand, and I couldn't like really do any more effects because I needed more cards in hand to actually like kind of fight back. But I just wasn't seeing the Ogremon and I can't remember the other 2 are called, to actually like when you discard them, if you have 5 or less, you can draw. Like I wasn't seeing those, so I had real no way to like refuel my hand. So I ended up going X2. But the deck was fun.
Hey, that's what counts.
Is what counts.
That's what matters. So I actually was strongly considering playing Masty on Tuesday. However, I was like, Will's 100% playing Medusa. I don't feel like dealing with that if I run into it. I'll just play Ruin mode, whatever. Round 1 and get paired with AJ, who is playing CS. Like the stack CS. With
Alpha, like, Kyoko.
Yeah, which I've never seen do any kind of good in anything ever. He was just playing it for funsies.
It is funny that he picked that deck, and then like the following week or like the next couple days, they announced the
Evo Cup pricing,
cards.
yeah.
Evo Cups,
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's one of the decks that he just like picked to like bling out.
It's because it's the video game
project.
Yeah, back when it first came out, it's like he has it like blinged out. But game 1 he bricked, so I won that pretty easily. And then game 2, I actually mentioned this like I think towards the end of the pod last week. I would have just 2-0'd him. However, I didn't bother reading any of his cards, and I forgot that the tamer
Kyoko. Yeah.
I forgot the alpha has a restriction. The alpha can only evo on top of her if you have 3 or fewer security, and she cannot evo. Like, she doesn't say ignore summoning or ignore evo requirements. So like you can't evo into him unless you have 3 or fewer security with her effect.
Yeah.
So I needlessly poked at him with my end of turn effect to put him to 3 security that allowed him to untap after I blew up his alpha, and he picked it back up with her and suspended it. To evo into the alpha and was able to play the game, and I didn't have anything on the field anymore, and I just lost from there. It was a too big of a tempo loss. But then game 3 I won. Because I was like, alright, I'll read your cards, I guess. You win.
Fine, you win.
Fine.
Yeah, fine, I'll read them. Round 2 played against Todd, who was playing Examon. That is a scary deck. They have Tamer interaction. They have Option interaction. Very scurry. They can deal a lot of damage. I believe game 1, he was looking forever for, I forget what, but he played like I don't know how many memory boosts over the course of the game. I ended up winning because I comboed first and he couldn't do anything, and then I killed him before he promoted. Game 2, I guess he was like, I'm not going to be passive this time. He was like, I have combo. I think it was like his second turn. I'm just going to do it. If you can't answer this immediately, even though I'm giving you a bunch of memory, you lose. Which is fair. I think he hit me for like 3 or 4 checks. But he gave me 7 memory to do it. And on my turn, I cleared his board and I ruin moded him. And he lost from there. So I won that 2-0. And then round 3 played against David, who was playing Imperial and just running through everybody else, apparently. That's a real bad matchup for Imperial. And I also kind of high rolled him. I was just like, yo, ruin on like turn 2 or 3.
Didn't you say like you've never played against him and he hasn't bricked before?
Yes, that was actually the first match I've played against him. The first games I've played against him where he just didn't like Omega brick when we played against each other.
Alright.
He didn't draw like super great, but he didn't like hard brick like he normally does versus me. But it didn't matter. That's such an awful matchup for Imperial, because you just single ruin mode them and they're just like, okay, I can't play, and I'm like, I know. So I won that 2-0. As long as you don't brick, you win that.
Yeah.
And came in first. On to Friday, question mark?
Yeah. I'll go first. I am feeling super duper sick at this point. And did not go. Mainly because like typically I would soldier it up. I'm like, I don't want to get everyone else sick. That'd be kind of selfish of me. You know? That'd be kind of messed up.
Yeah. So
Sean would probably be okay, because it's probably like we probably ended up with like similar strands, whatever it was.
I would assume we had the same thing.
Yeah.
We had, besides you just being more affected than me, we had similar symptoms.
Well,
despite you guys just being weak.
Who's weak, dude? I was fine after like 12 hours. Chris was in bed for a week.
I was.
You didn't contract it.
I blame that singular bite of Brandon's pasta that I had.
No, you two both ordered the same burger, so obviously it was the burger.
I don't know. I don't know
think
enough.
the burger could do this.
I don't know enough to refute that, but I feel like you don't get.
About it.
I feel like you don't
both
get sinus infections from hamburgers. That's just.
You
That's
both
just
got
like.
the crawfish. You both got the crawfish bread, and you both got the same burgers.
You ate the crawfish bread as well, though.
It was delicious.
What we experienced was not food poisoning. It was like I had a sinus infection, 100%.
All
like
I'm
I still
saying
sound a
is
little
you guys-
nasally.
You guys are just, pansies,
Oh, I was fine, other than like a slight cough. If I spoke,
We didn't all get to sleep in the back seat the entire ride and rest, Brandon.
That is true. I only got like 4 hours of sleep.
Well, whose fault is that?
100% mine.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing
Fine,
that.
obviously.
Yeah, it was my fault. I'm an adult.
Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't go Friday. It also didn't help that for the first 2 days I was not feeling well. I was drinking because I hardly ever get sick. It's like me and Sean were talking about this. Like, I get sick like maybe once a year.
Same.
Maybe once.
Yeah, if I do, it's like once a year.
And obviously I've got brain fog. For the first 2 days, I was drinking 5-month expired Dayquil and NyQuil.
I don't really think that's that big of a deal.
No, it wasn't.
It just
doesn't work. Yeah, no, it just doesn't work at all. Because I literally, yes.
You Googled it?
Yeah, that it's like
it makes the acetaminophen not work.
Mm-hmm. I literally woke up Wednesday, was like, I gotta go to work. I drank the Dayquil.
Stop. Sorry.
I drank the Dayquil, went to work, and I'm like, oh my god, I felt awful. It's like I'm feeling worse. Came home from lunch, and I was like looking it up. I'm like, has it been long enough for me to take another dose? Take another dose. It was long enough. I take another one, go back to work. I'm still feeling awful. I'm like, this sucks. Take NyQuil that night. Wake up like 3 times. Yeah, and the problem is I'm waiting for my body to sweat through it. Because you know how like you'll wake up and you sweat through it?
Yeah.
Still hasn't happened. I go to work Thursday. I should have called out one of these days, but I'm like, I can't. I just went to Louisiana for 3 days. I can't just immediately come back and be like calling out and stuff like that. Even though I've got so much pre-PTO. So I go back in, I take Dayquil in the morning. Still feel awful. I'm like, what is going on? So I get home, I buy new Dayquil and NyQuil. I just don't trust it at this point. Like, something's up. I go in there, I check it. Both. It was like December 2025, and the other one was like January 2026. I'm like, oh my god, no wonder. These weren't helping at all. I use the new stuff, immediate effect. I'm like, oh, this is feeling better.
I didn't realize Tylenol actually like expired.
Yeah, like I looked it up and everything. I was like, because I wanted to make sure. I was like, this isn't gonna like kill me or something. I'm not poisoning myself, am I? Nah, it just the asthma or whatever you said it was.
Acetaminophen.
Yeah, that it just loses its effectiveness.
The autism drug, allegedly.
Allegedly.
There's a lot of that going around.
Autism or Tylenol?
Yeah, both.
How you know?
Yeah, I would have just because I mean they put Best Buy dates on everything. I just would have assumed it was still fine.
But dude, it's just because like it's been so long since I was last sick. I like the thing that got me was like I was sitting there thinking, I was like, wait, when did I buy that stuff? I was like, when I can't remember when I bought it, I know that's an issue.
It's been a while.
So,
what are the how long does that stuff last? Like, what are the dates on the stuff you bought recently?
I don't know what they are now. I'd have to go in there and check, but I can't imagine it's more than like a year maybe.
That kind of sucks. Like, if you basically only get sick like once a year and you buy it and don't use all of it, you're just like, well, might as well throw this out.
Yeah, the liquid stuff can go bad, and even the tablets can go bad.
Yep.
I was today years old, dude. I did not know. I would just assume.
I didn't. Yeah.
So
it was a hunch. I was just like, let me check.
Yeah. all you people at home, go check your meds. Make sure they're all in proper order.
Yeah, so you can get that pure autism.
Yeah.
Be good
So
stuff.
I didn't go Friday.
Your autism.
Turn on my light. I forgot to. It's not too dark.
So dark.
There, that's better. Ugh.
So anyway,
All right.
I will go first for the actual tournament. Round 1, I get paired against Sean. I'm playing Omni. You'll never guess how that went.
You won.
Nope, didn't even take a game off him.
Oh, damn, you suck.
So, first game, he double procs Rune Mode turn 3. Right? Alright, well, I'm not playing this game. He already presents lethal. Cool. We go to game 2. Game 2, this man has the audacity, the absolute nerve, the gall to say, because he does the exact same thing, with one minor difference. One minor little difference. It took him one extra turn, guys.
No, you weren't paying attention, Brandon. I didn't draw a level 4.
What?
I had to hard play the BT21 Rise to do it to you, game 2.
You still double ruined me. Yes or no?
I don't think I double. I think I singled, but you only had a rookie.
No, it was
raising.
double.
I mean, I have video evidence.
After the match,
I don't think I saw a proper rookie. And I'm pretty sure he locked me out. No, because I wasn't even playing game 2. Game 2 was the game where I just straight up bricked.
Hold on. After the match, did you go, all right, run it back and just keep running your head against the wall?
No.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
I think I switched to Masty, right? And then we played.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to never play. Never played the game. I would do stuff, but I just wasn't playing the game.
You used up all your luck Saturday.
Apparently, I didn't have
Sunday.
enough of it because I didn't get top 16. I was one match away.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I did see a level 4. I lied. I'm thinking of a different time.
All I'm saying is you killed me like turn 4, and like I'm just sitting there just not playing the game.
Yeah,
and then you double ruin mode me, so I'm definitely not playing the game.
It took you 3 turns to see a rookie, and the rookie you saw was Uko.
Ukomon. And then Sean has the audacity to say, well, it took me longer this time.
I don't think,
It was one
I don't think that's
extra
what
turn.
I said.
You said something along those
I don't know.
lines.
I said I was fortunate that it took you so long to not do anything, because if you had seen your stuff sooner, I would have just lost because it took me so long to find my stuff.
Yeah. It was so funny too, because game 1 I attempted to pop off. I attempted it because I knew it's a clock. You need to do this as soon as you can. I didn't get there. All right. Now, as soon as my turn ended, I looked at Sean. I went like this, and he goes, "You're right, man.
You're making me. You're forcing me to promote."
I just, as soon as I ended my turn, I was.
Yeah, I can't leave those dudes there, because then you can just search for combo pieces on your turn. Yeah,
Alright,
game 2, after I double procced Ruin into him, he literally just pulled the app up and marked it 2-0.
Where you could see it on the
Yeah,
camera.
it's on camera.
Confirm.
I don't even think you flipped the security.
In that game?
Yeah, I don't think you even flipped the security. You were just like, alright, yep, I guess you got it.
Yeah. Nah, so then I ran my head against the wall of Moste. We did like 2 extra full matches. I just never played the game, never comboed, never did anything. Like, it didn't matter what deck he was playing, because clearly I wasn't even playing Digimon.
You were drawing very poorly.
It was so bad. So my night's already off to a fantastic start. So then round 2, I get paired against Will, playing Medusa. And I actually have a very good matchup in Medusa. Because it takes them more than most decks to just straight up OTK. And I can just straight up OTK and break their board. Like, my combo straight up breaks their board. I don't care. And then I just kill them. And that's what happened both games. Like, sure, you chunked me for some security. Like, the best thing he has going for him is Crimson Blaze.
Yeah.
It's Crimson Blaze, and it's locking me out of using my Tamer, because they give me tokens, so I can't play the body out for free. That's
yeah.
it. And
just-
it also counters Nokia in that way. So
Yeah.
even if I was playing Nokia, it wouldn't have mattered. So, two small things, small inconveniences. But no matter what I do, I'm breaking your board. And even if you retaliate because I can't OTK you, I have the defensive play of the EX4 Alter S, which I talked about in the deck profile, cheap plug, to just whiff your attack and you can't kill me.
Mm-hmm.
So 2-0'd him very quick. He was very upset. He's like, I just don't think there's a winnable case for that. And I said, yep, your winnable case is I don't win. That's it. I don't combo. That's your win.
He has to. Yeah,
He has to pop off early, and I cannot combo. Those are the win conditions
the,
produced.
the issue is that deck doesn't actually have an OTK. They deal burst damage and say you can't deal with this board, but if you have Devo, you very much can deal with that board.
Exactly. Like, I've only ever seen Medusa OTK in very rare circumstances.
They have
And
to
it's
have a lot
usually
of stuff
because-
already going on.
And a lot of
and-
memory.
Yes. And it's usually because maybe it's not even a true OTK. Maybe like they played a Searcher and the
And they
Searcher hit a
poked
chip
you.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or you're playing against like puppets and they have like 7 bodies on board and 3 of them are tokens, and you just hit them with Crimson Blaze for free and it strips 3 of their security. I don't know how that would ever happen, but Anyway. So, then we get to round 3. I get paired against Ben. And he's playing puppets.
Nope.
Now, realistically,
He's not playing puppets.
yeah, you're right. I'm just thinking of puppets. He was playing Moste. Game 1 was a bit drawn out, but I was never seeing Preem combo. I was having to do like really jank combo, and it would always end up passing turn. It would never feel super premium. And Moste is so efficient at just doing as much as it wants, however much it wants, all it wants during their turn. Like I gave bro like 2 memory, and next thing I know he's got 3 Mostemons and he's got 4 memory. Like, what do you mean? What are we talking about here? You had no board 2 seconds ago. Why is this the case? Why did you gain 2 memory and 3 bodies? What are we doing here? So he kills me game 1. Game 2, I did see full combo. I went full OTK Wombo combo, right? But guess what I never saw?
Alter S.
Any of them. Not a one. I literally can't make this up. I hit Blitz and Crest on the board. I had 3 memory. So I'm preem. I'm like, get out of here, woman. I'm preem. I'm like, alright, cool. I got 3 memory to work with. I can search for an Alter S. Let me check the cards in my hand, make sure like I use my memory efficiently. Alright, first things first, I'll use a Mem Boost. Worst case scenario, I don't see the Alter S off this one, and it's ready for next turn. Nothing. Alright, cool. Analog Youth. Only gives them 2 memory, and I'm seeing 3 more cards. None of them. So I'm like, alright, cool, I'm passing turn. You're at 4 Mires on board, because I hit 2 of them out of security. You already had 2 of them out, and you're promoting.
Oh, you swung?
Well, yeah, because if I see the Alter S's, I can just kill them.
I probably would have searched before I swung if I was keeping turn there, but...
Well, I did after the Mem Boost.
Oh, you were just like, oh,
Anyway.
okay, I might as well swing. Yeah, okay.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. F it. Because he's promoting a Patamon, too, so I want to make sure he doesn't have any free resources out of that.
No, that's fair.
Good thing I didn't give him any resources, right, guys? Right? So anyway, obviously I don't see my pieces. He just kills me. I gave him 4 Mires. He just kills me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, oh, well, pain. Let's experience some pain here. Let's see what we can do. And I decide to check my deck. I search 5 more cards deep. So it's the Mem Boost, the analog, and then 5 cards after that. All 3 Alter S's. The X9. I'm not counting EX4 because he was somewhere further in. We're just holding hands. I literally did
hanging
this.
out.
And Ben just looked at them and just started laughing. I'm like, yep. So I was never winning that match. destined to fail. So yeah,
Just
that's
a
how
bunch
my
of
Friday
dudes.
went.
So I once again was considering playing Massey, and I was like, all right, I'm going to play Massey. I don't care if Will's playing Medusa. Because also there's more people, and I'm less likely to even play against him. He's the only person in the room playing Medusa. But Ben pulls out his Mastamon deck and starts sleeving it, and I'm like, I don't want to play the mirror. I'd rather play Medusa than play the mirror. Because the mirror is just solely relying on who draws better. It's not... there's not a lot of, like, skill edge in the mirror.
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I guess I'm just playing Ruin because I don't want to play the mirror. So I play against Brandon. He's super excited about it. You know, he's the one that has to press the pairings button up there and then walk back. So I'm sure he had a fun time just on his way back knowing that he's playing against me playing Ruin mode.
It's the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling hitting the pair button because I don't look at it initially because I'm just like, hurry up, print the paper, hit the post pairings button.
Mm-hmm.
It's when I'm walking up with the paper. That's when I look at it and I saw it and I just went. It's devastating.
Yeah.
Because it's literally the worst matchup in the room.
Yep.
Awful.
So yeah, that went how it was described by Brandon. And then round 2 played against Ben. Game 1 I hardcore misplayed. I don't know what I was thinking. I realized it after I passed turn, but I literally I choked him to 1, and he already had a promo master on the field, but I needed to search one more time. I didn't have combo in my hand to like clear his board. And what I was supposed to do after I played a search card was I was supposed to Evo into a level 5 in my breeding area to choke him to 1 because I had the shine and stuff, and I would, no matter how much memory he gives me, I can promote and double ruin mode him and clear his entire board. But instead, after searching, I was like, oh, I'm gonna hard play BT12 Agu, choke you to 1, and search more. But the 4 that I had in my breeding area is BT12 Geo. So unless for some reason he checks a Marcus out of my security, if he sets me to less than 3, I can't do anything. And that's what happened. He didn't check a Marcus, set me to less than 3, and put another Masty on the field as he passed turn. Because I made it to where I knew he couldn't Mastem on me again without passing turn. Yeah, I just basically punted that game by doing that and enabling him to keep me from playing. And then game 2 was pretty close, but he snuck it out with his DNA level 7 to lethal me. He beat me by 1 turn, basically. On my next turn, I was going to be able to start comboing. So I lost that 0-2, unfortunately. And then round 3, I played against Todd, who was playing Eaters. I forgot what he was playing for a second. I was like, because we played another match after we got done, and he was playing the Dark Masters deck.
I got to watch the Dark Master match, but I assume the Eaters match didn't go very well for him because Ruin mode. Yeah,
he was like, this isn't a good matchup for me, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, is it just because all your guys are small? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I can't like protect myself because everybody just dies, and I'm like, yeah, I guess that's fair. And that deck isn't super quick, so like it gives me time to just sit there and look for pieces. So I 2-0'd him
multiple turns.
Yeah, I 2-0'd him pretty quickly, and then he switched to Dark Masters, and I learned that from I think like 2 weeks ago when he brought it to locals that is like, I'm pretty sure it's an unwinnable matchup. Like if
everything he does directly counters everything you do.
Yeah, like
it's kind of hilarious how that is your boogeyman.
That matchup is so bad. Thank God it's not a real deck. Like there's 0 representation. But that like all of my removal effects are deletion, and some of them are mandatory. Yeah, and that deck is like, yo, deleted? Sick. Yeah, I have to like hope that he bricks basically, and like doesn't see the Warumanzi, and I just have to like run him down before he starts seeing his stuff.
Just put in Crimson Blazes.
I mean, spoilers for the deck profiles for Shine, but I mean, I did end up doing that for one of them.
Figured.
I only put in one, but it wasn't because of that deck, but I was just like, after being shown that like if I run into something like this, I'm gonna have a massive
it's good
issue.
In the format.
It's
good against decks like Melee, which apparently are very popular, Puppets, which is very popular, and then like even Imperial. I know it's not already a joke of a matchup already, but Omni, it could be good against them.
I mean, Puppets, Imperial, and Omni, I should win anyway.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, let's say the Omni player pops off and they high roll, right? Before you even, like, promote. Oh, hey, you hit Crimson out of security. Guess you're not killing me.
I'm not going to play a card. Just strictly...
I'm just saying. It could happen.
It would be...
Hopefully this two of one of them is my security.
Yeah. If
it's in your deck, it increases the likelihood that'll happen.
It does.
If you're not playing it, you literally just don't ever have that chance.
These are true facts. Yeah. These are pluses.
It's not there specifically because.
Yeah, these are pluses to playing things like that, as they can be sec bombs. But I'm not gonna put a card in solely for if they high roll me. No. This will keep them from killing me, but I still have to see my stuff to clear their board.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it unwinnable is how I would describe that matchup.
Which is hilarious.
Straight up unwinnable. Yeah. Why is the Shine Greymon DP minus mandatory? That like is what bones me so hard.
Watching the end of turn procedure for that, bro, I could tell you were just dying inside.
Well, yeah, it's like extra stupid because he has Spiral Mountain, which end of turn plays them out, and I'm also attacking end of turn, and
he says bye-bye to your stuff.
Yeah, it's just real bad. The Puppetmon is a blowout. Piedmon is also annoying. Puppetmon's the worst one, worst one for me, which is funny because he says it's like the worst one in like every other matchup. But he just kept bot decking my Marcuses, and I was like, I literally don't even have Marcuses anymore. Like, you bot decked all of them. Like, I have to find another one.
Yeah, not to mention like Seedramon too. He can just stop you from even being able to suspend your Marcuses. You'd have to hold them in your hand and then use them like that.
Yeah, I mean that's less of an issue. The straight up removal of them is the biggest problem.
Yeah, it just still forces you to play slightly more like.
It does, dude. That whole archetype hard counters me. Is real bad for real. I do not like that matchup.
How does it feel?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Brandon. I think my matchup into that is worse than your Alter S into Shine.
Yeah, because at least I have a chance of popping off and just killing you before it's too late.
Yeah. Like, that matchup is just like, yo, anything you do plays into my stuff, and my stuff just counters your stuff when it happens. So, like, you have to hope I straight up am just not playing the game.
Correct.
So...
Oh my god, of course.
I finally got my second Nokia in the mail today. Shout out that vendor. I'm confident I did not say what I traded the vendor for these two cards whenever I talked about doing that trade like the other week. So at Nationals, when I went into the premium Bandai line for Top Cut, because we got like a special like Top Cut like short line or whatever on day 2, Josh had told me, hey, you should buy this one piece mat. It's selling for like 200 on TCG Player, and it's only like $45 at Premium Bandai. And I was like, man, I really don't want to, but like I looked it up and they were like actually selling for 200, so I was like, all right, fine. I'll buy one. If I hadn't made top 16, I would not have even stepped in the Premium Bandai line because I wasn't about to walk into a 6+ hour line, but the line that I went to was like, you know, just us basically.
Yeah.
Bought one, and then come to find out like 2 weeks later, Josh messaged me and he's like, hey, have you sold that yet? And I was like, no, why? And he's like, apparently that listing was just for the mat. The card inside is worth like $1,000. So I was like,
you're like, yo, what?
Yo, what?
Wait.
They just don't. TCG Player does not have the listing for the sealed product of both for some reason. But yeah, like both of them combined is like over $1,000. And then like cut to 2 months later, when I'm just like, I don't know, drag my feet trying to get rid of it. I start hardcore trying to get rid of it, and I take it to locals and stuff, and I'm like, yo, One Piece players, buy this from me, and no one has deep enough pockets apparently to buy it. So I took it to the event, and I was like, hey vendor, would you like this? And they said yeah. And I was like, sick. They were like, you want anything in the case? And I was like, that Nokia.
That one right there.
That one right there. And they're like, anything else? I was like, not really. And they were like, look at our online store. And I was like, all right, you got another SP Nokia. I like this one too.
A second one.
Yeah.
A second Nokia has hit the tower.
Yeah.
Has hit the transaction.
And they were like, okay. And they talked amongst themselves, and they were like, would you do the 2 Nokias for the mat and the card? And I was like, absolutely, I would. So I paid $45 for 2 SP Nokias. The hardest I've ever plussed in my entire life.
It was it's quite the deal, especially for something that you said was just sitting
on my dresser.
on your desk.
When we got back from Nats, it was in a bag. It was in the Premium Bandai bag, and I had just had that sitting on my dresser like for the past like 2 months. And I forgot about it most of the time, and then because I only paid $45 for it, so I just didn't think about it very much. But yeah, thanks. Shout out Josh for telling me I should buy that.
I mean, it was a pretty big plus.
The biggest of pluses. And shout out to that vendor for trading me 2 SP Nokias.
Pretty good deal.
They probably thought they could flip the One Piece thing.
That's my assumption
faster.
too. They were like, we can definitely move this easier than these SP Nokias, which is true because One Piece players have deeper pockets on average than Digimon players. It's like it was a mutually beneficial transaction. But you know, one of us only spent $45 on the item. All right, dude. Weekly reveals. We have Cougarmon from BT25. On play when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn. Then by trashing 2 bottom face-down cards from under any of your tamers, this Digimon may digivolve into a glowing Dawn trait Digimon card in the hand without paying the cost. Inheritable is Barrier.
I will say I've seen
starter deck stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a version of this deck that just kills. If you see obviously a lot of decks can do that. If you just see the right cards.
Mm-hmm.
If you see like the memory setter, Tomoro, and the right line. Yes, the lady, Sean. You just go up the line with like it's like a mixture of the starter deck cards, but like it's mostly like the BT25 stuff, and you chunk your opponent for all 5 security, and then like you play the monochromon Lysamon or whatever, and you just finish the game. I'd have to find the video that showed it. I can send. Yeah, I'd have to find the video and send it to you guys to show you, but like
Please
the
do.
deck
I'm
does
actually yeah.
The deck looks... Actually, no. Because I don't want you to build it. Because I want these cards.
I'm still going to get them, even if I don't know how to build it.
I hate you.
I'll still do it.
I'll put it together. And I'll be like, yeah, I don't know what any of these do, but like, it's together. It's 50 cards.
Yeah. I don't know what these do.
Yeah. I haven't read
And it's so funny. It's so funny. The... 2 of the Digimon don't even get played. Like, out of the Glowing Dawn stuff, they just get... It's literally just this guy's line and the Gekomon line. Like, you don't play any of the other 2.
Rightfully so. It seems like these are like the Mantais.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like, the 2, like, sort of main characters.
Yeah, the co-protags.
Yes.
Then we have Murasa Mimon. Alliance, and then when Digivolving and attacking once per turn if it's your turn, by adding your top security card to the hand or trashing the bottom face down card on any of your tamers, you may play or use one card with a glowing dawn trait from your hand with a cost reduced by 3. Inheritable end of attack once per turn by trashing the bottom face down card under any of your tamers Digimon with a glowing dawn trait unsuspends. That's actually a really good generic effect.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty generic for that. I mean, reducing the cost by 3. I mean, that's probably going to let you Evo into because I mean,
It lets you play the dual cards. Then Evo.
It's the dual cards what you're really going for there.
But it gives you flexibility if you don't have one.
Yeah, so you can kind of do either way.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. I like that you're not forced to have face down cards underneath your tamers for its effect. You can just trash the top.
Yeah, you just trash,
Or add the top, I'm sorry. I'm reading cards like Chris now.
I have feelings.
Do you?
Yes.
And then we have Fremon. When attacking once per turn by trashing your top security cards, Digimon may digivolve into a glowing dawn trait card in the hand with the cost reduced by 1. Cool.
That's alright. Yeah.
Then we have Leomon.
Okay, I found the video.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Send it to the...
just know, Sean, it's gonna have the auto dub translation. Just turn those off.
Oh,
they literally show you the... I know. It's because it's a Japanese channel.
Dude, it sounds so bad. They're just like...
I know.
It's just
wish
saying
there was
words, man.
I know. I just wish there was a way to turn it off.
I'd rather just listen to the Japanese.
I know. Same. That's what I do. I don't know what's going on, but it's better than the dub.
Yeah, the dub doesn't help either.
The first section of the video shows the combo.
Okay, good.
And so and then you can watch the 2 matches they do afterwards if you want to, but just the first part of the video is them showing off the line.
Okay.
All right, so I sent that.
All right. On play over the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 glowing dawn trait card and 1 yellow beat break trait card among them to the hand. Turn the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable is barrier.
Yeah, that's solid. I mean, this is probably going to be your second level 3 because the Geckomon's also a searcher.
Yeah, seems pretty solid. Then we have a spoiler alert. Do we have an alt art of this card revealed? We probably do, right? We have like the SP, don't we?
No, because remember, there's one for the starter deck, and then there's one for the set.
This guy surely has an alt art.
I think so. It might be a little bit further down. Yeah, we do. It's 427.
All right.
It's past his tamer, I believe.
Cool. We'll just skip that for now.
Yeah, BT25. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Then we have more Grace Nova support, sort of. Firemon. On play when digivolving by trashing 1 card in your hand, you may return 1 red or blue Iliad trait Digimon card from your trash to the hand. Your turn when your Digimon are played or digivolve. If any of them are blue, this Digimon may digivolve into Flaremon in the hand with a cost reduced by 1, inheritable your turn plus 2k.
So, unfortunately, the way that this deck is looking to be, it's going to be Ping Pong Omni, but for Grace Nova.
Yep.
But they were actually, sort of smart with this, and they're making you pay costs.
Yeah, it's not free.
It is not free.
There is a slight plus side. It's, like I said, slight. It's not, massive. The way it's worded is you're going to be able to ping pong off your level 3 being played as well. So it doesn't have to be just somebody from the line. You can play your level 3 searcher and then Evo off of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like cream, but it's something you can do.
And then the Flaremon. On play when digivolving, this Digimon may attack. Then by trashing 1 card in your hand, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with 7,000 DP or less. Your turn when your Digimon are played or digivolve, if any of them are blue, this Digimon may digivolve into Apollomon in the hand with a cost reduced by 2. Inheritable is Sec plus 1.
No. They put Apollomon in the name? You can't just play this in anything? Like what they should have done with the initial line?
Yeah,
what?
crazy. Yeah, I never would have thought.
Yes.
No, I mean, this just seems like your generic red-blue ping-pong deck. Instead of Omni, it's just, Grace Nova. I mean, it's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Even the blue cards are about to be the exact same as the blue cards. The red one deletes a Digimon.
This is
The blue one, guess what the blue one's gonna do?
Does it bounce something?
It draws a card.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
This is reminiscent of EX4 Omni Alter S.
Yes.
Except for with, like, they have effects on top of them, but, like, you're still paying for the EVO. It's just, like, reduced a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally said, "Can I copy your homework?" Sure, just don't make it obvious.
Yeah. Lekismon, on play when Digivolving, draw 1. Your turn, when your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them are red, this Digimon may Digivolve into Crescimon in the trash with the cost reduced by 1. That explains why you have to trash cards with the other line. I was wondering about that.
Yep.
The Inheritable is jamming, because of course it is.
Yeah. I mean, this is just Garu, basically.
Literally. It's literally
Yeah.
Ping Pong Omni, but rebranded.
Yeah.
It's just not.
And Josh is actually interested in this version because like he probably likes these Digimon more than I'm assuming Omni.
He does. I think he tried to build it, but it like apparently sucks or something, or he couldn't figure out.
He like told Ben to build it and he would play it. From what I remember, I don't know if Josh went in and like changed it up himself though.
Yeah.
The problem is, I mean, no, because there is the EX4 is 4, right?
X5.
5 is their original line.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably still play some of those cards. It's probably just I'm talking about like the level 3s at least to like fill it out a little bit, right?
I mean, the 3s don't really benefit you that much.
No, you're right.
Because, like, these do not have the traits of the original line, and that's what most of the stuff interacts with is a trait.
I didn't even notice that. You're right.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, because these are the TS ones. The other ones are light the Dawn and Dusk game ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so these two decks you can't interact them at all.
Not really. You can play some of them, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think you would either.
Like, I was gonna say you could play the 5s, but at that point you don't need to play the 5s.
Yeah, you literally have to play 4 of every card. You'd have to play. You probably fill out your level 3s with Ukos, and then you play just like a bunch of memory boosts.
It's literally EX4 Omni all over again, dude.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. All right, and then the Crescimon.
Crescimon, on play when Digivolving, trash the bottom 3 sources of one of your opponent's Digimon, then one of the Digimon with no sources can't suspend until their turn ends. Your turn when Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them are red, Digimon may Digivolve into Dianamon in the trash with the cost reduced by 2. Inheritable, your turn's Digimon's attack target can't change.
Okay.
I mean, these inheritables are significantly better than your opponent's turn plus 2k, like the original line.
Yeah.
They literally bar for bar copied Omni because Blitz and Price both give security and can't be redirected.
Yeah.
More app cards.
It's just on their level 4 or 5s instead of level 6s like with Omni.
Yeah, because I don't think the 6s have inheritables. Cyber Engage, use requirement Appmon trait. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Appmon trait card among them to the hand. Trash the rest and place this card in the battle area. Main delay, you may play 1 Appmon trait card from your hand with the cost reduced by 3.
I don't know. I'd have to ask Dante.
I can tell you right now, this card's cracked. Like any archetype that got a card like this, amazing.
They would love it.
So
well,
happy.
if a DNA deck got this, yeah, it'd be absolutely crazy. Apps got it, which they need it because.
Oh, I'm not saying apps are good because of this. I'm just saying this is unquestioned.
Yeah, obviously. But no, just because they need that second body to like actually be able to like start kind of trying to do stuff. Especially with some of them, I know some of them have like Alliance and whatnot, or Overclock.
The benefit here is like you can play the Tamers too.
Tamers, because it's just trait card.
Yeah.
Oh, it is just Appmon trait card. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
A lot of times, like this lets them hide their Tamers, like they'd have to do with DGO previously versus Tamer interactive decks. Because most of their stuff, like they don't start coming online until they have their Tamers on the field.
Like this is, I think me and Sean talked about this a while ago when it first got revealed. This is an in archetype DGO.
Yeah.
Has
that's what I was thinking.
way more plus sides. First things first, security effect. Puts it in the battle area.
It delays.
Yep.
Second thing, you can play bodies or tamers off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
When this first got revealed, I was like, please tell me we're getting a card that does the same thing for Shine. Please.
Now, because it says with the cost reduced by 3, you still can't use options, right?
Well, because it says you may play, that means you can't use options.
That's okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the verbiage.
You don't play.
Oh, yeah. You may play. Yes.
You don't play options. You use options.
Yep.
Yes.
That's why, like, a couple years ago, they stopped putting the word cost on the top left of option cards, and they put use instead.
Yeah, it's up there right now. You can see it.
It used to not be there. It used to say cost, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, also the use requirement thing, I don't know if we've talked about this on the pod yet, but the judges, I believe, had to ask Bandai just for clarification on this. This is a shortening, but if you ever see use requirement, blah, 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 trade or whatever, that includes the breeding area. If it's written like that specifically.
Yeah, it's just their way of consolidating it so it doesn't have to say on the field or something like that.
Yeah, on the field. But if it's not written like this, where it has like that icon or whatever, and it doesn't say field, then it does not specify the breeding area.
Okay.
All right. Kazuki and Itsuki. It's a stupid name. Start of your main phase. If your opponent's Digimon gain 1 memory, main by suspending this tamer, you may link 1 Atmon trait Digimon card from your hand or your Digimon's evolution cards to one of your Digimon with a cost reduced by 2. And if your turn once per turn, one of your Digimon may app fuse into a Digimon card in the hand. I did not know these were app tamers when I said that, and now I know my hatred was justified.
Oh my god, dude, this is actually really good for that deck. I hate it. This is an instant, this is his new main tamer.
Yeah, I mean, they actually are being serious about the support, I guess. We'll see.
I
hate
see if it's ever Bandai. I hate you, Bandai.
Yo, Dante's gonna be eaten.
He is. I'm pretty sure he's so happy about these cards.
He probably is, because he knows that no one else at our locals even likes apps. We all actively hate them and just give him our Appmon cards.
We actively just hand him the app cards we pull.
We're like, hey, you throw this away. Offmon. Start of your main phase by trashing 1 card with the Appmon trait from your hand, draw 1 and gain 1 memory. And then the link effect is when linking one of your opponent's Digimon can't unsuspend until their turn ends, and it just costs 1 to link.
Why does it have a blue inherit or linking effect? This is a black Digimon card.
Actually, if you can't unsuspend, that's a green effect. Get your facts straight. Stupid.
I literally thought you meant the actual color, and I was like,
"Oh, can't suspend." You're right.
About? Yeah, it is a green effect. The stun.
That is the green one. You're right. Yeah.
I know I'm right.
Okay.
That is a bit odd because nothing on this card suspends them. So if they're not suspended, it doesn't actually do anything against most things. But it's an Atmon card.
I got questions for this next Digimon design.
Oh, okay.
Can we talk about Timu Lugamon and Timu,
why?
You mean Logamon?
Why they got him? Why they got him strapped up in leather and then got a muzzle on him?
You know why.
What convention is he going to?
I don't know. But yeah, that is clearly Lugamon in a disguise.
Yeah, we have Lugamon at home.
Yeah. Main, once per turn, you may link 1 social tool or game trait Digimon card from your trash as Digimon sources to this Digimon with the cost reduced by 1. Your turn once per turn when Digimon gets linked, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. And then the link effect is when linking, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until their turn ends. Okay.
It's so weird. Nothing's suspending anything.
Yeah, this is literally Lugamon, but he's a level 4 and he's wearing clothes.
Well, so it'd be closer to like Lugar, but the way he's more upright.
This is...
I don't like it.
He still has he has the baby face of Luga though.
Yeah, if you look at the next one, it's literally Saul Luger. but just like if he went to a
rave.
Yeah. He's wearing leather.
He's in the UK and he's going to a rave.
Yeah. Shutmon has jamming. Okay. On play, when digivolving, when attacking, not once per turn. If it's your turn, you may link one social tool or game trait Digimon card from your trash as Digimon sources this Digimon with the cost reduced by 2. All turns once a turn when this Digimon gets linked, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't digivolve until their turn ends. And then the when linking effect, 2 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until their turn ends.
Jesus.
Alright.
Stop it.
The all turns effect is pretty gross. I don't like that.
These linking effects.
LOL to hybrid decks.
Yeah, they're so funny. They're so funny when they make some of these cards.
And then we have a new Thomas Norstein. He's a memory setter. All turns, when effects add cards to your opponent's hand by suspending this tamer, you may place the top 2 cards of your deck face down under this tamer. Your turn once per turn, when any of your Digimon would digivolve into a Data Squad trait Digimon card by trashing the bottom face down card from under any of your tamers, reduce the cost by 1.
It's not weird, Sean. This is gonna be the Data Squad structure deck support, just like with Beat Break.
I mean,
so none of these cards are for you.
I know. It wouldn't have been for me anyway. It's a Thomas Norstein. I've never played Mirage.
No, I'm talking about the Shine stuff that we're gonna be seeing later too.
Oh, I'm fully aware.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, I feel like this is gonna be the best tamer for that. Just because the all turns effect means you can start tucking stuff onto your tamers real fast.
Oh, absolutely. The Tomoro from this from the BT25, the memory setter. Yeah, it's like your best tamer right off the rip for the
kind of
like
with Adventure. With Adventure, they were like, "Oh, here's Secret Rare Ty," and he was just like the best tamer. I mean, next to the Rush tamer, but you know.
Yeah. Wanyamon, your turn once per turn. When any of your Data Squad trait tamers are played, both players draw 1.
No thanks.
Cool.
I want to give my opponent more cards.
Mirage does.
Mirage.
Yeah. Galmon, on play with the top 2 cards of your deck, add 1 Thomas Norstein or card with the Data Squad trait and 1 card with Galgamon in its name among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck, and when attacking once per turn, both players draw 1. Imagine that Mirage wasn't limited to 1.
Hey, yeah, no. I was just about to say, they're like, hey, if we give them enough draw 1s, they're gonna draw the 1 of eventually. We'll get them there.
I mean, they're playing a blue deck
underneath their tamer instead.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate thing. The blind DM effect is gonna cuck them, and they're just gonna be cool. Gonna have to finagle this into my trash and then scramble it back to my hand somehow. Thanks, man.
Can I just say, good on Bandai for finally printing cards that let you counter heavy metal. You won't have 4 cards in hand on my watch.
On top of this already being blue, which also just inherently cucks purple. Yeah.
Inherently screws them over, yeah. Yeah, you draw your cards.
Yeah, draw cards, idiot. And then we have a new Mirage Galgamon. Spoilers, it's not better than the one that was banned, that came out like 3 years ago. A reboot blocker evade. When digivolving when attacking once per turn, you may return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the hand. Then by trashing the bottom face-down card under any of your tamers, return one of your opponent's lowest level Digimon to the hand. All turns once per turn, when effects add cards to your opponent's hand or trash cards from under your tamers, this Digimon may unsuspend. I remember when this got revealed, and I started reading the all turns effects, and I was like, please tell me.
No.
They did not do this again. And then I got to the end, and I was like, oh my god, that's awful, thank you.
I mean, it's still... So, having not seen much of what the Data Squad does, but having played Mirage, I think this could still just slot in as a really good Mirage card, just because that all turns effect being able to unsuspend you is actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, I mean, it lets you do blue things, which is, swing repeatedly. But it doesn't floodgate your opponent.
Yeah, it doesn't just tell your opponent to eat a fat bag of...
My fear is that if they have the proper stack, and then they just unlimit the mock.
They did.
Yeah, so my fear is they can hit you enough times unsuspending and then burst into the burst
Agreed.
mode and kill you.
It's quite possible they can OTK you. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I would rather them do that than promote go into the BT11 Mirage and be like, hey, you can't play.
Oh, so you'd rather get
that's
killed in
true.
one turn than be floodgated out of being able to play?
I would rather the deck be designed around trying to kill me as opposed to being designed around going into that dude and just being like, hey, you can't play.
Oh, okay. You don't see the...
No, I don't.
Nah, I don't gain memory. I don't gain memory when I ruin Mojo.
I don't see where
your guy kills himself. That's right. Yeah.
That's right, dude. He commits slip and slide. He doesn't just.
What
sit
are you
there and
going for
stare
here,
at you.
Brandon?
Yeah. What are you talking? What are you getting at?
Anyway, controversial opinion. I think the base art of that card actually might be my preferred version.
I think if you see these in person, based on these scans, I'm pretty confident this in person is probably going to be kind of butt ugly.
Yeah, it depends on how they do the colors.
I suspect this is not going to look good in regular Super.
I like the way he's slashing up, how it has the colors coming up. It's all pretty.
This would probably look dope if it were textured and foiled the way that alt arts are, but I think regular super foiling is going to ruin this art.
That's fair.
I could be wrong, but that's the impression I'm getting based on this. It looks like we've had too many cards that have colors like this that end up looking bad.
They end up looking muted, or
yeah, that's what I feel like it's going to look like. It's just not super awesome in person.
That's what I was thinking too when I looked at them back to back.
Yeah, but it's not like you're going to get the alt arts anyway, so.
Yeah, no, I'll play base rarity Mirage. Hey, I saw the one up, Sean. Here, boom. Turn 2.
Hey, good job, dude. I'm going to combo into a ruin mode. You're going to gain memory, but I'm going to... Actually, no. You're not going to gain memory.
No, I was about to say he's probably dead.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I don't draw any cards until after you die, and then I'll be like, alright, trigger these draw effects.
Yeah. And we'll see what's really worse. Ruin mode.
Nah.
Spoiler.
Gear Forest Village. You can ignore cards, color requirements, blah blah blah. Security your turn. All of your green or black TS trait Digimon gain Alliance. While you have Bacchusmon or Sarasmon, they also gain Piercing. Main, add your bottom security card to the hand and place this card face up as the bottom security card. Then you may play one green or black TS trait Digimon card from your hand with the cost reduced by 3. Security effect, play level 4 green or black TS.
Yeah, standard field spell.
Yeah, giving Piercing is so buns, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's just because of the deck it is. They're gonna have your opponent's gonna have
like,
so many
what's a green
Digimon.
What's a green effect, guys? Piercing.
Yeah,
oh, okay, yeah, put it on there. Put it on there.
Put it on there. Yeah.
Imagine if it had Fortitude.
I think that would have been better and probably made more sense as a green-black combo card.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
that would have been disgusting, but it would have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But honestly, like, what the hell is piercing? Like, who cares about piercing?
But yeah, what if they block you? Thought?
Yeah, dude. What if someone has a blocker on the field that survives whatever you're doing?
What if it was Collision, Alliance, and Collision?
That
I feel like piercing and collision would have been better.
I don't know, man.
That's fair.
It's green. Green is unfortunately just the cucked color.
I mean, Bandai clearly agrees with you. Paradise Coliseum. Security. All turns, all of your red or green TS trait Digimon get plus 2k. While you have Marsmon or Calismon, they also gain Rush. And then blah, 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 the same effect as all of them. That's way better. Plus 2k all turns and Rush.
Yeah, I was going to say the Rush immediately just makes that better.
Yeah. You don't even have to have those dudes on the field to get... Oh, never mind. You do have to get them to get the Rush.
Yeah, you do have to have those guys, yeah.
But you just get plus 2k all turns. It's going to be so hard to ruin this deck.
That's what he cares about. That's what he cares about.
That's like so much better than the other one that's also half green. These are both half green, and they were like, hey, this one's half red, though.
Yeah, this one's got red, though.
Yeah, green-black has to be the worst one.
I gotta ask, why does it say Electric Boogaloo?
I noticed that, too. I feel like this got revealed and like something happened and then it had to be re-uploaded or something, and it's like part 2 or Electric Boogaloo. I don't know.
Or because there's 2 Bearmons.
It could be, dude.
Bearmon 1, Bearmon 2, Bearmon, Electmon, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes. Bearmon.
Yeah, you got us.
Your turn when Digimon would digivolve into a green TS trait Digimon card, reduce the cost by 1. Inheritable all turns with their turn when Digimon wins a battle, draw 1.
Alright, yeah.
I mean, it's not as good as Gain of Memory, but Battle Draw is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
It's the good version of Delete Digimon in Battle.
Yeah. Because it includes Security Digimon, and when you randomly get the effect to battle somebody now.
Yeah.
Then we have Grizzlymon, blocker, on play when digivolving one of your Digimon with Beast, Animal, or Sovereign, other than Sea Animal, any of its traits, or the Shaman or TS trait, get 3,000 DP until your opponent's turn ends, and then the inheritable is the same as the Bearmon.
Why would they even... Why even add that part in? It's like, except for these, they can't get through. Just don't put them in there.
They do that, I'm assuming, because of the kanji and the translation things.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the way that this is written in kanji, it's clear that it doesn't include Sea Animal, but because of the English language.
Right. I forgot about Sea Animal being like, didn't we have like a problem like in our earlier sets?
We've had a lot of problems with traits.
Yeah.
Of all kinds.
But I was remembering Sea Animal specifically for something.
This is seen a lot. It's more.
Yeah.
This has been printed more often than the other ones, but we've had issues with all of those that are just like listing all the traits.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's also like when they do Beast, there's like Sea Beast. There's like it's all sorts. It's usually like always having to do with the aquatic Digimon.
Yeah.
Oh, who cares? Let them get 3,000 DP.
Maybe it'll cause problems, dude.
Yeah.
Great Grizzlymon. Blocker. On play when digivolving, give one of your opponent's Digimon start of your main phase Digimon attacks until their turn ends. All turns when Digimon wins a battle, it may digivolve into Calismon or Marsmon in the hand without paying the cost. Inheritable all turns once a turn when Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon in battle. Trash their top security card.
No.
And it's all turns, so you know.
It is all turns.
If you go into your other guy, your Grappleo, your opponent swings at you, you Evo into a Marsmon. Boom.
Thanks, Fran.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the design of whatever the hell's going on here, but
Well, he's a wrestler Grizzlymon. Look at them. Yeah.
that's not the face of a bear. That
is a bear.
That's like a ferret or something.
He's wearing a luchador mask.
He's got a luchador mask on.
Yeah, it's like a ferret with a luchador mask on.
Oh my god.
And someone gave him Flamemon's leg colors. And his hand colors, apparently. That
I don't know. That's more like Shade. That looks more like Shade Dramon.
I'm talking about
purple and the red.
Fire.
Yeah. Doesn't Shade Dramon also have that?
Dude, read a book.
What's this got to do with a book?
Calismon, reboot, blocker, fortitude. On play when digivolving, when attacking once per turn, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then one of their Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until their turn ends. All turns once per turn when affects player digivolve any Digimon de-evo one of your opponent's Digimon, then this Digimon may battle one of your opponent's Digimon.
That's pretty good, actually. I mean, that's not bad.
It is pretty strong. The only downside to this, the only negative to it, is it's mandatory, so your opponent can force it out.
Man, you're telling me I wasted all my money by buying out the old Calismon? Whack.
Yep, all those people that bought out the alt-art Calismon from like EX9 or wherever the hell it came from.
Well, I guess even if they do force it out, if they kill this, it's just coming back with fortitude. And not only that, like you're gonna trash their top security.
Are you?
And because like they're gonna.
You're making a lot of this. Like, okay, let's assume you're not playing against a terrible deck. I have a CS Masty on the field and I force that out. What happens?
Force this effect to happen?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You de-evo your Digimon.
Okay.
How you know that?
And then they battle.
How you know?
You win the battle. You trash your security and draw a card.
Well, first of all, I have turn player priority. You go in security before that ever happens.
No.
And then what is your
Okay,
what
that's
does your fortitude
Mossymon
do now?
specifically.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like you're like, yeah, you get to do all these things and you get fortitude. I'm like, no, not necessarily.
Yeah, against Mossymon specifically, yes.
Blue
I'm
also
saying,
would
like,
keep fortitude from happening. I'm just saying, like, also Medusamon would keep fortitude from happening.
Just get de-evoed at that point. Like any deck that plays de-evo. Like
That too.
yeah.
Like, there's not a guarantee this
then
would.
again, yeah, I was gonna say then again de-evo outs a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, most things. But yeah, it'll be a troublesome thing for bad decks to maneuver around. I think good decks won't really have much of an issue with it, unfortunately. It really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this is like a tier 1 deck. I'm just saying,
know.
like, it seems like
Chris,
a decent card,
you're playing cross,
especially for a rare.
This is gonna go hard at the pre-release, but after that, it's not. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's never gonna see it.
Me and
People
Josh are
rather
gonna build this
Digimon
deck. I just know it.
The reason why I'm so negative about this is because this really reads like slightly power creeped Reapermon from the Necromon archetype, which had a similar effect that was also mandatory AF, and that card was ass-tastic because of it being mandatory. This is obviously better, but it's still, like, you know, relatively speaking, not that good versus a lot of good things. I did not know Commandramon was in this set.
Hold on, can't you? I get because you can technically. Is he gonna see himself when he digivolves off the Great Grizzlymon's effect?
Yes.
Okay, so if you do the whole taunt thing and then you block and you win that battle, and then you're gonna go into this and then do all your stuff. Okay.
Yeah. The taunt is like the best part that I've read.
Yeah, the level 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a pretty strong effect, and they managed to make it to where there's not an ace involved either.
Right.
Which would have made it real bad. Commandramon. When moving on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Chaosmon in its name, or the D-Brigader Excel trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the top or bottom of the deck. Inheritable all turns plus 1k. So Commandramon is Chaosmon support now? Is that what I'm reading?
I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, always has been. I mean, makes sense because Cyberdramon, he's part of Chaosmon.
Not Cyberdramon. That's not his name.
Not Cyberdramon, I'm sorry.
Is that not?
Come on,
you know,
black and purple. Come on.
Is it not Cyberdramon?
No, it's not. That's the
does it start with
Darkdramon?
Darkdramon, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cyberdramon's a level 5 cyborg.
Yes.
Okay.
He's Justymon's level 5.
When you said Cyberdramon, I was like, that is right, isn't it?
Yeah, that is his name.
That explain. I was wondering because the Chaosmon box topper promo is like $8 now, and I noticed that the other day, and I was like, why is this more than $1?
Nope.
Yeah, it's because of these cards, I guess.
Yeah.
Seals Dramon. Your turn when any of your D-Brigader Excel trait Digimon are played. This Digimon may digivolve into a D-Brigader Excel trait Digimon card in the hand with the cost reduced by 2, inheritable plus 1k. All turns.
I mean, at least the all turns is like, it's all turns.
That is true. The all turns.
If you were ever to look for a plus side, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Tank Dramon.
These arts are so good.
There's so much going on in this art.
They're in war. They're in literal war.
When digivolving, when attacking once per turn, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play one play cost 12 or lower D-Brigader Exceltra Digimon card among them with the cost reduced by 5. Trash the rest. All turns once per turn when any of your D-Brigader Exceltra Digimon are played, one of your opponent's Digimon can't digivolve until their turn ends. Inheritable opponent's turn Digimon with Chaosmon and its name of the D-Brigader Excel trait gains reboot and blocker.
I thought they were about to let you play the 12 cost for free.
I mean,
Thank
that's
God,
honestly
it's like just
still pretty disgusting.
Yeah. It's supposed to play out your ace for 2.
Yeah, let you play out the Darkdramon for 2. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that this archetype already has cards that let them self-gotcha. Like, they can stack the top of their deck.
Yep.
This is
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like put together.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a deck that Robbie would put together. Clavis Angemon. On play, when Digivolving, when attacking, once per turn. By trashing your top or bottom security card, your opponent's Digimon effects don't affect this Digimon until their turn ends. All turns once a turn when your security stack is removed from, you may play one level 4 or lower Angel or Iliad trait card from your hand without paying the cost. Then 2 of your Digimon gain Reboot and Blocker until your opponent's turn ends. Rule trait has Angel type.
So Angels are so back?
We'll see. This is a cool card.
How does the forecast look right now, having just read it?
Unfortunately, I've also read Volcanismon like a month or two ago, and
He has an on-play, look.
yeah, outlook not good is what I would say.
Outlook not good.
He has an on-play. Just on-play him.
Just play him for 12 memory. It's cool.
They can't de-evo you if you're immune to Digimon effects. Duh.
This is true. You do gain immunity
point
on just him. Real cool.
Yeah. No, you give it to Dom.
I mean, it'd be cool if you could give it to something other than himself, but unfortunately, it's just himself that effect targets.
Nope. You go into Clavis.
Uh-huh.
It's secretly CS trait. You tuck it.
Okay.
And then you go into
okay.
Yeah, he's yeah.
We're living in a fantasy land. Coronamon.
Yeah.
When moving / on play, by trashing up to 2 Iliad or Time Stranger trait cards from your hand, draw 1 for each card's trashed. Inheritable your turn plus 2k.
I mean, at least it's also when moving. That's not bad, and it can fuel your trash.
Yeah.
The blue cards.
It's literally a draw 2.
The red side has to trash the blue side.
Yep.
Then we have Apollomon. When this card will be played, if your opponent has a Digimon with 12,000 DP or more, reduce the cost by 5. Thank you, Bandai. Very cool. On play, when Digivolving, for the turn, all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 2,000 DP for each of your Digimon. Then delete one of the Digimon with as much DP as this Digimon or less. End of your turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into Greystone in the hand. Then one of your Digimon may attack. Inheritable. Oh, they do have inheritables. When attacking once per turn, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much DP as this Digimon or less. I don't like the new wording of that, but...
Yeah. It is kind of awkward, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't remember what the exact wording was on the previous effects like that, but it never felt
with as much or less as this Digimon, right?
It was something like that, but it didn't feel as clunky. I'm wondering why they changed it.
Maybe it was just this translation.
I mean, it's on both effects of him, but yeah, it is possible it's just this card, but that's... I feel like we've reached a point where like we shouldn't really be having translation issues, but you know.
Yeah, well, we got one guy locked up in a basement, so
that is true. X9 did just come out like a year ago.
Yeah, no, I love how they just keep continuing to copy Omni's homework.
Yeah,
You tell me the red one lets you end of turn DNA and attack? No way.
way. I like
yellow, Brad.
I like that this allows your opponent to play around his cost reduction. It's not just, hey, is there a 12k DP Digimon on the field? Which is nice. Because this on player when Digivolving is going to be kind of disgusting if they ever get wide enough. It will be a real...
It is pretty good.
Yeah. And then we have the alt arts. These better be textured from the starter decks. So I already looked into this. You get 1 of each of these alt arts per starter deck. And it's the same ones in both starter decks. So if you get 2 of each, which would also give you playset of all the starter deck cards, you would have a full playset of each of these alt art memory boosts.
Okay.
So we have Garnet. Then we have...
the Jade one.
Wisteria. And then we have... Amber. Can't wait. This one looks dope. It's got the little red
little Patamon.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Garnet with the Greymon's pretty sick.
Oh my god! I didn't even notice him because of the sample.
Yeah, they're
covering him
late.
up and the other Digimon on top of him. I didn't even see him.
Yeah, they're laying on him. Shoutmon's holding his little horn. He's got his little tongue out like a dog.
Yeah, I do like
He's
that one.
weapon.
Hold on, is that what's his name? The Galactic Vimon. Vimon's down there under his arm.
Oh, that is
yeah.
a Vimon, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite is how Gamma's just like laying on his belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad Wisteria. They did me dirty with Wisteria.
Oh, they didn't put Garu on it anywhere?
No, I think he's in one of the other ones.
I think they put him in Jade because of the TS.
Yeah, he's in Jade.
Oh, yep, he is in Jade.
Garu, it's not even Gabumon.
He's in a doghouse where he belongs because of a stupid dumb animal.
Yeah, and I like to keep him.
Yeah, the Jade looks pretty sick.
Yep.
Then we have Sepia. Oh, if it'll load. Hello?
Why is all of them look super cute and adorable? You get a Sepia and you're like, all right, we're trying really hard here.
Why is this Kudamon? Why the hell is Kudamon on here?
Because so you notice those two knights in this Digimon season, the Data Squad, the knights were in the card game. They're black and yellow.
Yeah.
And then Kudamon is part of the main guy who digivolves into Kentorosmon. So these three right here are from Data Squad.
Okay, so it's just like a lore thing.
Yeah, that's my guess. That's my assumption.
Kentaros is a yellow deck, and this is the black and yellow.
This is true. However, I don't think there are any Kentaros cards that are black. But
I mean, look, Harrismon's up there. What is Harrismon? When was the last time Harrismon had support?
Trick question. Well, actually, I guess that's not true. There was a Harrismon deck in like BT7. Well, deck. Yeah. Air quotes.
Cubimon doesn't have any black cards, and it's in here for some reason. Yeah,
then we have Dorumon up here.
Yeah, it's the only one where I'm like that. Well, that and I guess the Leo, and I guess the Knights are like all black yellow.
Yeah. Then we have Grape, which is purple and green. It's got the dog / bunnies.
Sleepy boy all the way in the back.
Yep. Interesting. He's just quietly back there. Then we have Impmon. Yeah, these look good.
Yeah,
they better be textured.
I'm with you. I'm hoping they're textured.
They better be.
If they're like the scrambles, they will be. So
that is true, and if the trainings as well. So they most likely will be. I will be supremely disappointed if they're not. Can't wait to upgrade my Mastermon deck to max rarity once these Ambers come out.
Again.
Hey, it never stops, dude. You now know.
It's always going up.
It's always a grind to maintain the maximum rarity. Cosmic Area. Security your turn. All of your red or blue TS rate Digimon gain Alliance. While you have a Palomon or Dianamon, they also gain Rush. Yep. So just the green and black one that's bad then, huh?
This one's really good. Alliance and Rush. Okay. Sick. Thanks, Bandai. Yep.
They literally gave everything we were speculating about earlier. Just like, what about like Alliance, you know? Here's Rush.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we have.
And this is a combo starter. You promote and then just activate this, and then it's like, all right, I played this one, and then you're like, effect, boom, 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 Alliance Rush.
Yeah, and then you can attack end of turn with the Tamer, or just the Apollomon. Then we have the Grace Novamon. DNA Digivolves with a red level 6 and blue level 6. Security attack +1. Ice Clad. And Partition with Apollomon and Dianamon. When Digivolving, when attacking, not once per turn. Return one of your opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards as Digimon to the bottom of the deck. When attacking and counter timing, once per turn. For each of the Digimon's Digivolution cards, you may trash any one Digivolution card from your opponent's Digimon, then you may end this attack. Rule trait has Olympus 12.
And don't forget, one of the inheritables from the Flaremon also has security attack +1. So this thing could be also hitting you
three checks, assuming you don't have another body on the field to alliance with.
Yep.
You know what's actually kind of surprising?
What?
I'm really surprised this thing doesn't tuck itself in security and play the Apollo and Diana out.
It almost does. It has partition, which is like
Yeah.
it's like sort of.
No, they just ripped off the AD1 Omni.
Yeah.
I want to attempt to attack. Counter. What?
No.
Counter timing.
Counter timing? No. That's
Counter
a
timing.
ace.
Yeah, I actually
Counter
experienced that.
timing, you now have a hard played Digimon.
Yeah.
Wait.
This is just like way better blocker, right? Like 1,000,000% better. Hey, end the attack. No.
Yeah.
No, honestly, it would be better if it redirected it to itself.
Because it has ice clad.
Because you strip all their sources and ice clad.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Ice Clad, yeah.
Also, it's kind of gross that it can strip like sources from like multiple Digimon.
Yeah.
Yup.
Just like,
I will say. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say like I mean, fortunately, it's on the field, so like if you're just not paying attention, that's the only time you would play into it.
Right. I will say this. I mean, it makes sense as well because it's literally his main trait. They did give it Galaxy, so you could still play this in like
OG.
Old Grace. Yeah, I think you would. I think you would just prefer to play this one over the other one.
This one's way better.
Yeah, 100 times. So like, if you still want to play that version of the deck, you can, and just put this card in.
Dog, no one played that version of the deck. I don't know who you're talking to.
I
Chris
did.
tried it.
I played it.
I also built it in EX5 format, but past that point, I was like, oh yeah, this isn't a real deck.
There's back in the day when Sean actually posted footage. There is footage of him playing this deck.
That is true. Biggest
Yeah.
issue I had was decking myself out.
Biggest issue you had was it was EX5 format, and you were playing against Garu full power, Anubis full power, etc., etc.
This is also true, but I also would deck out.
Yeah. Like, you literally lost on the spot because you played against me, and I'm being a degenerate and was like, blue plugin. And you were like,
Mhm.
okay.
Ah. But yeah,
No,
no,
like,
super sick
Yeah,
card.
I'm waiting for them to eventually start printing more power crept blue source strip that lets you strip from any card on the board. Oh, your tamers have sources? No, they don't.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it.
But yeah, this is really good. I think any DNA from this point forward should have partition. I think that's such a good effect to throw in a DNA card. Also, this guy having Ice Clad is functionally like having Barrier, like how CS Master has. So, like, unless you have D-Evo or some other, like, source strip, you're just like, I guess I'm going to force the partition.
Yep.
And then we have these beautiful cards, if this will load, okay. We have this lovely young lady and her Digimon. I believe we've already read these, but I just wanted to look at them.
So, long story short, everyone's gonna be wondering. We forgot to mention in our recap,
Yeah.
our Baton Rouge recap, the night that we got there so early that we had plenty of downtime, and Sean and Ben came to mine and Brandon's room, and we all just kind of hung out, and ended up watching like Invincible, or not Invincible, not The Incredibles.
Incredibles. Yeah.
Because it was on TV.
I was like, yo,
And-
where was I?
Yeah. And somehow we got onto this conversation where I showed Sean Tomoro, and he's like, "Is that a female?" I'm like, "No, this is a male." He's like, "He looks so much like a female." So now that is why he calls him a female. And then we just started showing Sean a bunch of random anime characters.
put
We're
me
like,
to the
"All right, boy or
test."
girl." Yeah, boy or girl, and we just kept doing that over and over again.
And I aced your little exam. I always got it right, which proves that's a lady right there.
No, well, that's a lady.
To be fair,
Tomoro
if you
is a
didn't
lady,
know-
I guess.
If you didn't know you were being tested, I feel like you would have done way worse. Because anytime you're being tested, you could just look at it and be like, oh, well, clearly
Yeah.
opposite.
You guys were trying to
is-
trick me too, though. I always got it right.
Orochimaru was my favorite.
I don't know which one that was because I'm not a weeb, but
Don't worry.
I just know I got
do.
them all right. And there
I
was
know
one
it's
that I was
gecko.
like, I legitimately am not sure because I see male and female traits here.
Yes.
And you were like, well, it's both. And I was like, I knew it.
So,
I will say this gecko and this Agumon are sick. I'm hoping I pull the gecko.
I hope I pull the Agumon, but strictly to put it in my binder to look at it, because this card is unplayable in pure shine. It makes me so sad. It looks so sick, dude. Why couldn't they make this more generic of an effect? God.
that's exactly why they didn't do it.
Yep.
God, if we had a wind
Alright, well
moving
now-
searcher. Oh my god.
Yeah, now moving on, we need a corporate to help you find the difference between these photos.
Oh yeah. So I didn't even notice this because usually when they reveal the alt art and the regular art next to each other, I don't even look at the regular and just click on the alt. But these are legitimately like the same picture. One is just zoomed in. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
They got away with this.
Yeah. Like that is so wild to me, but
Yeah.
They couldn't take her out of the forehead and do like the alt art is her in her full like human form or something.
Yeah, with like the like the bird dragon thingy or whatever, rock dragon thing like behind her or something.
they gave her massive jumblies. I'm just now noticing on this art. Are they the same?
Yeah,
I mean,
nope. Okay, they're the same
always
size
have.
on both of them. I just
Yeah, always has.
Sarismon. When this card will be played, if there are 2 or more suspended Digimon, reduce the cost by 5. On play when Digivolving, you may suspend up to 2 Digimon. Then none of your suspended Vegetation or TS trait Digimon are affected by your opponent's Digimon effects until their turn ends. All turns once a turn when any Digimon suspend to one of your opponent's Digimon, give minus 3,000 DP until their turn ends for each suspended Digimon. That is all of them on the field, not just yours.
Yep.
Balloon Lord finna go crazy.
I think this card's kind of cracked, but for some reason I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about it.
You know, we
It's
could
because
talk
it's
about.
a green card.
I mean, that is
We
fair.
would talk about how she has little piggies on her island.
Yeah, no, it's
There are little pigs.
they put the vegetation type for a reason. Like I think they want you to use this in Bloom Lord.
I mean, I think they want each of these to be able to be used in like their own archetypes. But this also,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like premium DP
itself.
reduction on top of just board protection.
Yeah,
That's so good, dude.
Also,
it's really strong.
again, for the corporate, needs to find the difference. The little piggies are basically in the same spot as well.
Oh my god, let's go back. Jeez.
Just above
Oh.
the DP instead of below.
Yeah.
They kind of are.
But yeah.
Bro, that's so funny.
But this is really cool. Also, I don't.
Oh no, the alt art's better. It's got a. I think that's a Koromon in there.
Nope, they're little piggies.
There's
No.
I don't see
The
a Koromon
left.
anywhere. No,
Right up.
that's a pig.
Right above her hand. That's
Nah,
That's 1,000%
that's-
a pig.
nah. I'm saying that's Koromon. That's close
That's
enough.
a
That's
pig.
Koromon.
Brother, your eyesight is so bad.
Nah, look,
Ain't
I'm
you
so
black?
zoomed in. Look, that's a little Koromon.
No, it's not. That is clearly an oinker right there.
Nah, I don't. I don't see it. I
What
don't
are
see the
you
oinker.
Smoking, dude. Anyway,
Comments back me up.
she seems
Comments
really
back
good.
me up.
Also, this on play when digivolving effect, for those of you that don't know, like you don't have to suspend the Digimon, you still gain the immunity. Also, this immunity just applies to your Digimon as soon as they become suspended. It's not just the ones that are currently suspended. It's anything at any point. If it's suspended, it is immune to your opponent's Digimon effects until their turn ends.
But what
Unless
if you
it-
unsuspend?
Yeah, unless it unsuspends, then it loses the immunity.
Neptune's sitting there like, yeah,
Yeah.
unaffected. No, affected. Unaffected. Affected.
Sirenmon, security, end of your turn. This is like face up. I'm wondering how this gets face up. End of your turn, you may play one Sarismon from your hand with a cost reduced by 7. If this effect played, you may place this card as the played Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. All turns when any of your other Shaman or Iliad trait Digimon or Tamers would leave the battle area other than by your effects, by deleting this Digimon, they don't leave. On deletion, you may place this card face up as the bottom security card. Okay.
There you go.
Inheritable opponent's turn once per turn. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may change the attack target to one of your suspended Digimon.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
sometimes reading the card explains the card.
Yeah, I did not read this card when it got revealed. I saw it and I was like, I don't care.
I didn't
Can
either.
you use this plus its own reduction to play it for free?
This is an effect that plays it out, so no. This isn't a reduction
so-
to the
okay.
effect. This is the effect that plays it out.
Okay, so you can't use this plus like the Sarismon's own reduction.
Oh, well, if the
Well,
Sarismon's
Sarismon-
reduction is active, it would be reduced by 5 on top
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. 'cause
Okay, so
that
you
one's-
could
Sorry,
technically play it
I
for-
misunderstood your question, my
Yeah.
bad.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you could technically play out the Sarismon for 0.
If
Yeah.
if the
That's
reduction effect is
crazy.
active, yes, this end of turn effect will play it out for 0.
Yeah, because the
That's
way Ceres
crazy.
is worded, Chris, is when this would be played.
Yeah. Okay, that's why I was double checking. I'm just double checking before I make a fool of myself. More of a fool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay. There
Reading
you go.
this card, I'm just like, dog, why is no one talking about Sarismon? This seems kind of cracked.
Yeah.
I don't know. Vulcanus just kind of
This
took
is
over the conversation.
this is an Omni protection.
Yeah, but like people
Unless you're
people like the Volcanismon from the game more than Ceres. Ceres shows up for like 5 seconds and you're like, what?
Who cares about a video game? I'm talking
Hey, I'm
about
just telling
a
you.
Play the
TCG.
card game.
God.
Okay, but the thing is, the most vocal players are the ones who like the IP, not the competitive players.
I mean,
That's why every now and then you'll see on the Facebook post, like, "Hey guys, I got into the card game. I'm building a deck, and it's got like no duplicates. It's a deck built of 1-ups.
yes. I have
They're here
seen
for the
those.
IP. They played Time Stranger,
Hey.
and they're here now.
We all started somewhere.
Exactly. We accept these players.
It is quite possible it's some of those people's first card game, and judging from their card choices, it's likely. But yeah, I think I'm gonna throw together a Sarismon deck and maybe start testing with Ben, because we've been testing
Absolutely.
BT25.
Absolute liar.
Why is
Doesn't
that?
stop your opponent from playing.
I mean, it stops them from it stops them from killing me, and I've always told you that's a stipulation. If it can stop you from killing me, I might like it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Magna, Angel.
It's funny because Huang also just put up a deck profile for Ceres and Bacchusmon.
Man, thanks a lot,
Man.
Huang. Now it's gonna be expensive to get these cards.
Beat you to it.
Nah, hold on. He released them too soon, dude. People are gonna forget. Ghoulmon. When this card will be played by deleting one of your play cost 11 or lower Digimon with Negamon in its Digideletion cards and Negamon in its text. Reduce the cost by the deleted Digimon's play cost. Rush Reboot Blocker. On play when attacking on deletion, not once per turn. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. If this effect didn't delete, trash your opponent's top security card. Why does Negamon randomly have support?
Yeah, this is why is this card actually kind of like good?
No, hear me out.
It's such like a weird random deck.
Here's the weird thing,
Okay.
right? He's also this close to being 7 Great Demon Lord support. Because look at his trait. They gave him Demon Lord.
Yeah, he's always a
It-
Demon Lord.
Yeah.
He's this close to being 7 Great Demon Lord.
I
I
mean-
saw that and I was like, wait.
If you read the words that are written on the card, though, it wouldn't really do a
It
whole lot.
wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, it's got an on-play.
It does, but you're never going to reduce this guy.
No, I'm just saying that, yeah. It was close.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
This
surprised
card's
Josh
actually
didn't
kind of
try to
good.
build Negamon again. I guess because he knows it blows.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he'll bring it back with this card.
I need to remind him this
Like, at
card's in
least-
the set, because he was talking about, like, there's not anything for him after he realized Galaxy's not really playable.
Galaxy might be playable. Maybe he just had a bad day.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
He gets to play these pretty new Wisterias.
In Galaxy?
Yeah, the red-blue one, the one that adds
Right.
red or blue.
Wouldn't you just play the theater?
Yeah, you play that too. That doesn't search cards.
Yeah, what? What the hell did you?
Oh, you're talking about the theater. Oh, I was thinking of the field spell, the cosmic area.
Oh.
No, yes, the theater. Yes, you play both. Because remember, you're just gonna play 4 of every line, so you're gonna have plenty of space.
I mean, I feel like you probably balance it out with just playing generic TS cards, but we'll see.
Maybe, yeah.
Craftmon. Security at the end of the battle. Play this card without paying the cost. On play when digivolving, add your top security card to the hand, then recover +1. The link effect is when linking by trashing one Atmon trait card from your hand, draw 2.
Okay, whatever.
Draw 2, alright.
I'm tired of these Atmon cards. If these effects were on anything else, these effects would be cool.
Yeah.
Good.
It's unfortunate. Then we have Rebootmon. Took a super rare spot from us. Security attack +1, reboot, link +1. When digivolving, when attacking once per turn by linking one Atmon trait Digimon card from your hand or this Digimon sources to this Digimon without paying the cost. One of your Digimon may unsuspend. All turns once per turn when Digimon gets linked or unsuspends. Until your turn ends, the Digimon gains piercing and blocker, and your opponent's Digimon effects don't affect it.
Yeah, I was telling Dante after reading this card, because I was actually with him when this got revealed. I feel like this card has been the only card since Gaiamon where I'm like, oh, this could kill you. Because like this could hit you for 4 checks.
It's
it's one of the only ones where I'm like, okay, this could put pressure on you compared to all the other AF cards.
Yeah.
I'm just
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this also could be a good defensive piece because of it having reboot. It can trigger that all turns effect and just gain immunity from your Digimon effects until your turn ends, which means premium DP reduction would not affect it.
Exactly.
Which is
that's what I'm saying.
disgusting.
Like after reading this, I was like, oh man, like this feels like the only card since Gaiamon where I'm like, okay, like this is a boss monster.
Yeah, this is offense and defense. This is actually, I'm not gonna say it because it's an Atmon card, but moving on. This is the alt art for the Beelstarmon / Fly Bullet. While testing with Ben, he likes to verbally declare all of his stuff. And he says to use Fly Bullet, and every time he says it, I'm not looking at the screen. In my head, I imagine the 7-cost option. I'm like, why the hell is that in your deck? And then I look up and I'm like, oh, he's talking about this card.
It's a very nice art.
Looks good. Not the SP though.
This is the Tomoro that is like the best Tomoro in. Yeah, this is the best Tomoro for the deck.
It's a memory setter, and then all turns when any of your Digimon suspend. By suspending this tamer, you may place the top 2 cards of your deck face down under this tamer. Your turn once per turn when you would use Glowing Dawn trade option cards by trashing the bottom face down card from under any of your tamers, reduce the cost by 1. So let's use the dual cards for cheaper.
Yeah, it's just it's one of the tamers that allows you to get like cards underneath it like as quickly as possible. It's gonna be this one, and I believe the green yellow one from the starter deck that are gonna be your 2 main tamers.
Yeah. And then we have the Monarch Liza alt art, which looks pretty sick.
Yeah, I pointed out to them that it's like a graffiti painting, which makes sense for the Glowing Dawn.
I think everyone realized that without you saying anything.
I literally say that, but just let him have it.
I pointed it out to you, Sean. I said this is like a graffiti painting when we were at the regional, and you looked at it, like you zoomed it on Zoom, and you're like, oh yeah.
No, there was no zooming in.
I swear.
You were like, oh yeah, it looks like a graffiti painting, and I looked at it and I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I also would have recognized that.
Oh yeah, you would have eventually.
No, it's it's painted on a brick wall.
You would have eventually.
Yes, eventually is correct, but it would have been an instantaneous kind of eventually.
The Brandon definitely didn't notice.
Yeah.
Just let him have it, Sean. Just
Kyo Sawashiro. He's a memory setter, and then all turns when your security stack is removed from by suspending this tamer, you may place the top 2 cards of your deck face down under this tamer. Your turn once per turn when any of your Glowing Dawn trait cards would be played by trashing the bottom face down card from under any of your tamers, reduce the cost by 1.
Yeah. Just the requirement for putting cards underneath the tamer just aren't as good as the Tomoro.
Yeah.
And then this is the altar of the
Oh, the guy we
card
didn't
from
read
earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
Habakirimon. When Digivolving, when attacking once per turn, recover +1. Then, by trashing the top security card of one player with the most security cards, this Digimon unsuspends. All turns once a turn when any of your Glowing Dawn trait Digimon would leave the battle area by trashing your top security card, they don't leave. And then the option side is use cost 6. Habakiri. Okay, that's original. Main, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8,000 DP for the turn. Then by trashing your top security card, all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 5,000 DP for the turn.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty gross.
I don't like how the name is the same as his name.
I don't either.
We got an option card called War Gray.
Yeah, that's literally how it sounds.
It was interesting. I'm wondering if it's like a translation thing.
Habakiri on my Habakirimon.
Yeah. What are you using? Habakiri. Oh, okay.
The Digimon or the option?
Yes.
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 This effect's pretty
good.
Yeah, pretty strong. It outs a 13k. This kind of like doo-doos on Imperial real hard.
Oh, yeah,
Like I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
The option effect alone would clear their entire board, including whatever they farted out of their partition stack, besides their Lydramon. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And then we have
another alt art.
Monarch Lysomon SP. This is an SP, Chris. I'm just going to point that out to you because I know you wouldn't have realized that.
Bro, no way.
Yeah. See? It's easy to overlook.
Hey, it says SP right there next to the UR. You're right.
It does. Yes, this nice ultimate rare. For some reason,
we should have waited. We should have waited one more spot. The Habakiri has one too. Oh, duh.
Oh, yeah, this looks dope.
Yo, this one looks way cooler than the other art.
Yeah. And this is an ultimate rare too.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like an ultimate rare, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, Ben has not drilled it into his head that UR stands for ultimate because he calls them ultra rares, and I'm like...
I'm still catching myself doing it.
Like, dog, how hard is it?
Very.
This is the
Asuna.
SP for Asuna,
Yeah, the Gooner card.
One of many. We've read this card before, though, right? Like, surely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then the SP for the Beelstar.
0 out of 10 shows no underboob.
Yeah, no boobs. What?
Hey, it's gonna be hilarious when this card is super cheap, solely for the reason that you see less tit on this one than the other arts. Because if I do play this in Mastamon, I will have to acquire this art.
Of course.
But
and then
I don't think Vortex is going to be an issue. So
no, that deck should be dead.
Yeah, Monica Simmons SP. That looks cool, I guess.
Yep. Yeah. Looks pretty. Now for the real card that I know you guys want to see.
Yeah. Shine Grandma Burst Mode 2-star. And it's doing a Final Flash.
Literally.
Yeah, he's doing Final Shining Burst, but yeah, we can call it the Final Flash.
Final Flash. Dog, they're owned by the same company. It's a Final Flash. This card looks so sick.
Yeah.
Can't wait to acquire
it. Is.
I like how
one of these.
For this one in particular, I think more than the others for me, I can see the texture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the other ones, I always find it a little difficult to spot the texture in these like IRL photos, but this one you can see the ripples.
Yeah, he looks good.
Shine Greymon, ribbed for your pleasure.
Facts. Yeah, I need to get one of these bad girls. And then we have Grace Novamon 2-star, which it's not.
You could convince me this thing doesn't even have texture.
It's quite possible it doesn't have a lot of it. If you're familiar with recent 2-stars, like the Mastamon doesn't really have much texture on it. This is clearly the gold border like face version, but he's not even facing the picture, like the camera. Like I'm not.
Oh, I like it.
I'm not sure why they
I
went
think
in
it
this
looks
direction because like every other 2-star has been, hey, it's me and my face pointed directly at you. And they're
Right.
just
Wasn't
like,
that only for the Royal Knights?
no, dude, Masty's 2-star is the same way.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they do this gold border thing, they have had their
Because
face
he's
like.
from a different server, so he's facing the other way.
Does Mastamon come from the same server as the Royal Knights?
Yeah,
Hmm.
totally.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not making that up on the fly.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. The Shiners is cooler. Then we have
Box Topper.
we have Box Topper alt arts. We have Sad Bear, Happy Pata, Slightly Angry, whatever that is.
Cougarmon.
Who cares? That little girl's Digimon, and then who cares?
Pro Gamer Atmon.
Yeah, and then we have Evo Cup reveals. So this alpha is the winner.
Yep.
So that means this alpha is the new max rarity. These will have texture, and I'm sure they'll look pretty sick. Same thing. They have Karemi Detective Agency. RIP to pre-release stamps. Sorry if you had a playset of them. They're worthless now. And then we have the Wanyamon. So the Karemi.
I mean, these are
top 4/top 8, and these are the participants.
Yeah, these are all pretty sick arts. I mean,
Yeah,
unfortunately, unfortunately, it's for a deck that nobody but AJ for fun plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the release event alt art.
Yeah, which we had known about this already. I think this has already been revealed or something, but yeah, this is the alt art for the dual card Shine from the starter deck. This is the winner version, which is just the star and it has texture on it and is hollow, whereas the participant one is just going to be like a common.
A common,
Yeah.
just like with the Ace reprints they did with the Paladin mode onward.
Yep. So my goal will be to win the pre-release because I need to get one of these to continue to have my Shine Greymon deck be max rarity.
Now, if it's up to me, big dog.
Well, if it's up to me, I'm going to walk up and throw your deck against the wall.
Well, I feel like that would just forfeit you from the tournament, but I mean, you're entitled to...
No, who's gonna take me out of it? I run
Me?
it.
The people that own the store?
No, they're not there. How you know?
What?
How you know?
What?
How you know?
Cause what?
How you
Comic questions. You don't get it, Sean. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, is it
I'm
a
not even sure.
wrestling reference?
It
How you
is,
know?
yeah.
Then yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm not even sure anybody in our comments are gonna get it. We have a couple wrestling people in here, but
I used to watch wrestling when I was a child, and then I grew up.
Then I
that is
grew
what
up.
happens. And, time passes.
That is how it happens. Comments. Oh, this name, dude. Jordan August Otenario 5373.
Hey, solid.
It's just a struggle, dude, because like I can't really tell where one word ends and another begins. It's all lowercase. Craniumon did get somewhat of a line in BT13, a Gatsu blocker into a jamming Tankmon with Reboot Inherit and the Garumon that trash security on opponent turn. At least I can see the Garumon becoming Craniumon. Blocker decks right now need a new keyword that's like Alliance but for blocking. It would still suck, but it is a way to reach okay levels of DP.
Damn, that was back in BT13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do think the ability to Alliance block would be interesting, but the problem there is like if your dudes aren't like some kind of immune, they're gonna get outed, so it doesn't matter.
That's what I was just about to say. Like the Craniumon itself has to have like some kind of immunity.
Which, to be fair, BT2 Craniumon, or I'm sorry, BT3 Craniumon,
3. Yep.
does say all of your blockers cannot be deleted by your opponent's card effects.
Maybe bring it back.
He was
Maybe
the
we bring it
OG immune Digimon. And then
Still
he
wasn't good
still
enough.
sucked. If that tells you how bad
He
black
did.
was,
He did.
how awful the color black was back then,
Yeah.
that was
We need
still terrible.
Oh, hold up. Could you? What if you play the? What if you play the Bearmon line, the green-black one? If you win a battle, you just have a black immune top end, and then yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get bigger than me, I guess.
Pretty easy these days, honestly.
Which is very easy to say. Yeah.
It is so crazy that Craniumon gave its whole board immunity to deletion,
And it still
and it
sucked.
still was awful. And most of the good removal effects were deletion based. It's not like it was just like it's just not
Oh.
counting the right stuff.
I mean, Shine Greymon was right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
but like you have Red Omni,
And they just killed you faster. It didn't matter.
yeah. That's the problem. It's like,
Yeah,
I can't
that
delete
was
you,
the
but I'm
problem,
bigger
yeah.
than you, and I'm just gonna swing at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, block my Omni. Do it.
Yeah, I don't care. Kane Cross, thank you for being a channel member. The face when the rest of the boys from the tourney aren't in the pod. Sag. Anyways, GG's on your tourney run, guys.
Is that what you translate TFW to? I always read it as that feeling when.
Oh, well, I've never seen TFW. I just assumed it was similar to MFW, which is my face win.
Oh.
But it could be possible that is that feeling win. I've never seen that abbreviated like that.
Well, the only other boy that went to the tourney was Ben, and it's already
there's
kind of
other
difficult.
people in our locals.
Yeah, but they've never been on the podcast before. Ben has.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And it's already difficult enough getting Ben on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josh didn't even go.
Yeah, Josh didn't go, so like he wouldn't have.
Yeah.
It'd have been like, yeah,
He had
sounds like you
something
guys
called
had a great time.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben didn't even go to locals on Tuesday. He also skipped locals.
He's got a job now. You know, he's a working boy.
Yeah. Benjamin Wiseman 6567. Did any of you guys play Digimon World Next Order? If so, what did you think of it?
Well, only one
Yeah.
person in this call did.
Yeah, only I have. I have. It's fun. It's a if you've ever played like Digimon World 1, it's very
it's like
similar to that.
It's the spiritual successor to.
Yeah,
one.
or like redigitize, which I know is like impossible to get unless you emulate it. It's like a monster tamer game where you have to actually like train them and stuff like that, and they can die, and they have to start over. But instead of just one Digimon, now you get two, which means you can like DNA them and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. The most difficult part about the game is trying to keep both of your Digimon at the same like lifespan and like level, because one could die, and I had it happen to me multiple times. And eventually, the further you get into the game, you're like building the file city, and so you start getting more facilities and stuff like that, so it becomes easier to control. But I had it a couple times where like one would die of like old age faster than the other one, and so I'd have like a level 6 and then like a level 2. You know, like for like it was.
They die of
so
old age? That's so stupid.
yeah, it's just like
it's part of the raising aspect of the game. It's like, Digimon World 1 was like they took the Tamagotchi style gameplay.
yeah, Tamagotchi. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
They took that style of gameplay where you raised the Digimon, but then added like story elements and stuff to it, where you went through a campaign.
I don't like the
You like
dying of old age.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't, Sean. I already know, like, it's definitely not your kind of game. But no, it's really fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. I've actually like thought about over the years replaying it. I just haven't had the time. So
I think they dropped it for Switch, so you can get it and have it handheld.
They have.
Yeah, better than buying a PS Vita for it.
Eli Knights 1334. I'm pretty sure the Vortex player you faced lost to me round 1, and later on during the day he said he hasn't won a single match yet.
Damn.
Yeah. Nice guy. Great guy.
Nice guy.
Yep.
Could have been his
Damn
first tournament ever.
Digimon. Yeah, possible. I don't even know if he owns Vortextramon. I never saw it.
Oh no.
So, like, maybe it wasn't even, like, Vortextramon.
It was just a starter deck.
It was just that.
It was like 2 starter decks put together.
Well, he had the new cards, like the Muchomon and the Daramons. And the chicken.
Did he have starter deck cards?
Yes. I saw Grand Gale. Yeah.
Okay. Which
if you're gonna
which
keep any of the
printing?
starter deck ones.
Like the
I think
the Grand Gale from the starter deck?
Yes.
I don't.
The Immunity one, I think.
The Immunity one's from EX7.
Is that from EX7? Okay. I don't know then.
I don't know my Grand Gales enough to.
I only know because I
speculate.
had to buy a playset of them before the regional participants were a thing.
Right.
And I didn't open EX7 because Dante bought the last few boxes before we came in.
Maybe I never did see Grand Gale because I just remember the damn Daramon. It's the one that always hit the field.
Maybe he was just playing
I don't know.
budget green air quotes.
I do
Gotcha.
Good.
I do remember the Zeph, the Zavagamon, and he had an alt art of it. I think of the new one.
Interesting.
So, I don't know.
Desmond Myler 3114. Thank you for being a channel member. I really hate puppets. I've been playing Fair Adventure Alter S and just getting turn 2 touched by puppets. Feels bad, man. It would be fine if they pair banned BT15 Yaramon with Syndrome EX11.
Yeah. Hey, that once they
managed so quick.
once they swapped to that Nyaromon, it was Jover.
Yeah, the Yaramon makes it very, very dangerous. But prior to that, I was like, oh, I'm not dead.
I forgot to tell you all this. I saw a funny interaction. I was talking with somebody. I think it was the judge that we always see that we're cool with. I can't ever remember his name. I'm so bad with names. I see his face, but I just can't remember his name.
I'm unsure which judge you're referring to.
He's been at like the last 3 regionals we were at. We've talked to him like every time. That I've been with you guys. Anyways, I was talking with him, and then something happened, and this guy comes running over to one of the judges. It might have been him too. I can't remember. Anyways, and he goes, "Can I ask you something?" And he's like, "Yeah, what's up?" He's like, "You can activate overclock more than once if it's past their turn."
It's not once.
And he's
per
like,
turn.
"Yeah," and I explained to him because I was also sitting there. I was like, "This dude just got touched real hard by puppets, real hard by puppets, and he's never had it happen to him before."
OTK'd.
I mean,
hey,
just
you
like
can over
Alliance
Yeah.
once per turn.
the judge literally has to tell him. He's like, they can activate it as many times as they want as long as they pull the turn back to their side.
Yep.
They pull the memory back to their side. They can just keep activating it if they have a way to like pull the turn. And he's just like, you could tell the dude was so mad because he did not believe this when it happened. So it was just so funny. I forgot to mention that to you guys.
Yeah, a bit of an oversight for them not making it once per turn.
Well,
because it does cause some issues now with Neuramon and stuff like that.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, puppets are scary. Puppets have been Ben's primary deck for a couple months now, and
Since the starter deck.
no, it's not starter deck. He's
it.
been coping on them since
coping on
the
puppets for a while.
EX7 came out.
So we have watched the evolution of this deck go from pure cope to oh no.
Nah, puppets still suck.
Please stop.
But
Please stop getting all this advantage.
Ben and I were testing for EX11 quite a bit, and once he gave up on Lucemon, he switched to puppets. And it took him a while to switch over to the Nyaramon, but once he did, it got real scary. They still lose the ruin mode if you combo first, though. The QWERTY Yup038. Hey guys, I was the judge who checked you guys in. Sorry we didn't get to finish that trade. They had me working hard. Good to meet y'all.
It was nice to meet.
Yeah.
I do remember this. I do remember him. He was like, "Hey, I'm QWERTY from the podcast. I was like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I am sad. I did want to get those Alt Art Shines from you, just as placeholders until I get the rest of my SPs, but unfortunately, you were being forced to work, dude. So dumb.
How dare they? And then he did comment saying that his favorite list was the Beelzemon that got top 4. His only loss was to the Gallimon player.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah. I don't believe this next comment. I don't believe it.
Sir Snail 3925. Hey, I live 15 minutes away from a Bussies, although we don't truly go that often.
I don't believe it.
Yeah,
because if you live 15 minutes away, if you live 15 minutes away, that's tough. How am I not going there every morning for breakfast?
They got tired of it.
I'd be spending a lot of money.
Like, I've had too much Bussies this week, dude. I gotta calm down.
Could you imagine that though, Sean? Would you ever? You just walk in for one breakfast burrito a day. Just one a day.
I mean, my budget would not allow for that.
I agreed, but if you had the money,
well, yeah,
you would,
of course.
Right?
If I had the money, I'd do a lot of things.
Well,
but my money is strictly for shiny cardboard. I don't spend it on food. At least not very consistently. Dr. Fab 671, thank you for being a channel member. So doesn't Marsmon saying battle another Digimon get around the no attack restriction since it isn't actually attacking? I don't actually think this will be anything notable, just want to understand the rulings. And I said battling would be legal, yes.
Yep, because you were not declaring an attack, you're just saying, hey, square up.
Yeah. So
throw hands.
Apparently the comment that was talking about like making the mother attack did not mean actually attacking, because I forgot what that card did.
Oh, okay. He was talking about the battling.
Yeah, based on what he said, I was like, yeah, you can't attack with Mother Dog. But if it says battle, yeah, does that make it any better? No, not at all.
No.
Turner _23. Can you release your Ruin Mode deck list? Yeah, dog, it's coming. You're gonna get 3 Ruin Mode deck lists.
The Ruin Mode Supercut.
Yeah, they're going to be 3 different videos, too. I'm not putting all that in one video.
No. Then after that's been out, you supercut all 3 of them together.
Just have it, like, tri-screened, where it's just the deck profiles happening at the same time. Yeah. Don't cut out the audio, either. It's just stereo of me talking. Sounds like a nightmare. Mr. Kai's 2 AMVs. That was me at 8:10 timestamp. GG's, man. So
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say I while you were talking about that earlier comment, I went back to see it, and I believe he's talking about one of the puppet players I played. I think the 3rd one.
I can't tell if he is or if he's talking about, because that 8:10 is when you immediately talked, I think. But that was in the middle of me doing my recap, and I was talking about the third Medusa player. So I'm not sure which one of us he's talking about.
Could be either one.
Yeah, it could be. But
who are you?
GG's from both of us either way.
Yeah.
Turns out it was actually my opponent.
Abel Zaps 9753. A good content idea would be after these large events to display the list y'all took to the regional, explain the ratios and tech choices and what you could change, just to get an idea of what your thought process behind the list choices were. Is that not a deck profile?
No, that's what we did. I think that they mean like as a group, we all kind of sit down and.
The problem is after a regional, I'm really the last thing I'm wanting to do is go over all that. I'd rather do it like a day or two later. Yeah,
these cards or whatever. I still haven't even recorded Chris's because he dodged me on Tuesday, and then
no, Tuesday was your fault. Well, okay, it was sort of both. I was not feeling good. I forgot about it.
I totally forgot about it.
You were busy. Absolutely, you kicked David's ass. The poor dude brings a baby to an atom bomb fight, and then you were like, "Hey, you want to switch decks?" And then you guys just kept playing. So we both just completely forgot.
Everyone was still, the tournament was still going, and our match finished so quickly. I switched to Master.
Oh yeah, I know.
I can't remember if he switched or not, but that's still not a great matchup for that deck either. But yeah, We both forgot about it. Like I'm glad that AJ remembered because I had already forgotten about it. But AJ was like, "Are we doing this?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me." Speaking of AJ, does Aster, which is AJ. I appreciate my coworker making the post, but now it's just a meme. LMFAO. Yeah, dude.
Top 13 in Worlds, baby.
Congrats on topping Worlds and then qualifying for Worlds later this year.
Yep.
That's funny.
Justin So 8331 target and choosing in Yu-Gi-Oh! That ruling sucks. This monster can't be targeted by it. Some effects allow choosing, which is different than targeting. That's dumb. If I'm choosing it, I'm targeting it, but in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's different. Glad Digimon doesn't have this.
I'm glad Digimon doesn't have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Wording.
Yeah, or their terrible rulings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, targeting it activation and target it resolution are two different things, and unfortunately one of them doesn't technically target.
Just wait. We're going to have a way to get around Digimon immunity where it's going to be like your opponent chooses one Digimon and deletes it.
We literally already have that.
But I'm saying, like, we're going to get more.
Yeah, Lilith gets around the angel protection effect, unfortunately, because it counts as your effect deleting it, which is stupid.
Yep.
Justin 7231 Paul from Team APS made a video that begged Konami to merge the OCG and TCG and have simultaneous worldwide release. Looks like Digimon outplays Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. I can see Ty going up to Yugi and saying, "I'm the real king of games."
No, yeah. I think that was probably one of the better decisions Digimon did because now the market's not like already predetermined before the set comes in because everyone just wants to copy what the OCG's doing.
Yeah, I like that because it forces people to actually have to build stuff and figure out the format.
And on top of that, we're not going to have that situation where with the ban list, they're going to be like, no, we can't hit this yet. You know, America hasn't even gotten it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am surprised that Yu-Gi-Oh's that they're not merged at this point. It's so strange to me, but
they have like 4 different formats, 3 different ban lists. Yeah, they're just they're in the weeds.
It's 1,000% because it's easier for them to make money.
Yeah.
Living in the Pokemon world sucks. Gengar is basically Pennywise the Clown, but as a regular wild animal you see often.
I don't know if you say see often, but it's definitely one of those where if you see it, you're going to be like, oh, and I pooped myself.
There's a lot of Pokemon that would like Drifloon. Just take children.
Basically an e-ghost Pokemon, children. I think.
Yeah, most ghost Pokemon have the most messed up backstories.
Yeah, Drifloon's like literal first Pokédex. I don't know if it's its first Pokédex entry, but it was like it would find stray children and then just drift away with them. Yeah. Just take them.
My friend just plays D&D. In D&D, you roll a 20-sided dice when you declare attacks. The dice determines your damage. I was like, why can't your attack just be 3 damage instead of rolling a 20-sided dice? 1 to 20 is such a high variance.
That's D&D, baby.
That's D&D. It's all about the chance. All about the odds.
Because when you do roll that nat 20,
it's going to feel good.
It's going to feel good.
When you roll that nat 1, it's a chance for some hilarity.
I prefer DNA fusion specific Digimons. DNA is such a powerful mechanic that I wish to get such power you need to fuse with the specific materials for it.
Yeah, I think you could circumvent a lot of issues with decks if, let's say, Shaq, like Hoodie Loop doesn't exist if it specifies you must DNA with Angemon and Ankilo.
Yeah, but then that would make the DNA decks worse.
Yeah, I would never have had Ancient Omni, and why would I ever want to live in a world where I didn't have that? Because that was Ancient Garu and Wargrey.
Yeah, I forgot part of the combo was the Miraculous Mega Knight effect.
Yeah, so good.
I literally forgot about that part of it. So you said that because I was like, what the hell is he talking about DNAing?
What is wrong with him?
Yeah. Dauntless Odin 5648. How you and Chris felt about Deuce and Puppets was how I felt in my 3rd Millenniumon mirror at the Baton Rouge Regional, LMAO.
That sounds awful. I feel so bad for like that mirror mount. It's literally just it's like you said with Mossymon. It's just whoever draws better. I feel like and obviously the player who's gonna
assuming one
knows
of you
the
isn't a
deck
potato.
better. Right, like whoever knows the deck better is obviously going to have the upper hand. But if they're both of equal skill, it's literally who draws better.
Yep.
Like who sees the right Machine Dramon with the right Chimeramon at the right time? Who sees the right Millenniumon at the right time? You know, that's just how it is. I watched a stream match where it was a Millenniumon mirror match, and the player on the left saw his pieces way faster. And as soon as he hit BT18 Millenniumon, he's like, what are your pieces? All right, put those back. And then the other player was basically done.
Yeah, you lose.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty rough match.
That sounds awful.
It's insane how popular that deck was at that regional.
Yeah, it was crazy.
There had to be like 30 of them minimum in the room.
I would love to see an overall breakdown of the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Just so we can like put it to rest. Like how many puppets, how many millenniums? Because it seemed like there were a lot of both of those.
Oreo X1000, thank you for being a channel member. Something I'm curious about is why does the Digimon community still call Blue Hybrid Blue Hybrid?
Because that's how
Blue Hybrid.
That's Koji, or Koji.
That's Koji.
That's where his deck started, was blue. And all his cards are still mostly half blue.
Yeah. He made a good point.
Now, does
would
this new Tri-Tamer have any blue on it? No.
It doesn't?
No. It's yellow, purple, black.
Well, it would feel wrong to call it Yellow Hybrid because Yellow Hybrid is like a very specific type of deck that involves Jet Sylphie being at 4.
Yeah. I think
God, just give us back Jet Sylphie, please. It wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't do anything.
Neither would Grey X do, but they're afraid.
They're afraid. They hate us.
Hate us.
As soon as I hear Blue Hybrid, my brain immediately goes to like Magnagaru, Lobo, Bayo.
Mm-hmm.
It's always that line.
Yeah, and if I hear Yellow Hybrid, I'm like, oh yeah, like
Jet Sylphie.
Jet Sylphie.
Zoe, yeah.
Yeah. Goatboy TM, thank you for being a channel member. Q, It's Been a While by Stained.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
Yeah, it took us like what, 2 weeks to
Hey,
get
well,
the last episode out.
Now you're getting like podcasts back to back, like super quick.
Yeah, we actually...
We almost did. Yeah, we almost did this one Saturday.
this almost would have gone up Sunday, but Chris was still feeling like a little baby boy, so we...
Yeah, it was rough.
We let him...
I think I could have done it because I had like...
I don't think it would have been great.
But I've been sitting there like this. Yep.
Yeah. I was also like for some reason super tired that morning too, so like I was down to wait, especially since we had just done one. So I will do Chris's profile, will probably go up maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and then I'll figure out where I'm going to put the 3 different Shine Greymon deck profiles, but they'll be coming out like towards the end of this week.
3 deck profiles. You got one guy who comments, when we get in that, like, can we see the Shine list? The guy comments, not yet, and then you're going to just upload 3 of them.
Yeah. It's 3. There's one that got 17th, one that got 20th, and one that got 27th. And they're different enough to where I feel like it warrants 3 different profiles.
No, that's fair. I mean, because you're going to talk about like why you picked what, and then like Sean said, we'll record my cross profile list tomorrow. The list everyone's actually really excited for.
Yeah,
I've definitely been seeing the craving for it.
And if Ben comes, I will try to get his as well.
Oh.
Pause.
But he didn't want to do it Friday night, so we'll see.
All right, Brand. We'll see whose deck profile gets more views. Okay, the 18th place cross list, or you barely made it into 32 Omni list.
Only I would have done better that final round.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Yeah.
The major difference is, Chris, I was in the top tables all day. All right,
you lost early. You lost. Oh, early. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it did take me a couple more rounds to get back to the top tables, but yeah, it took me like 3 rounds.
I started the tournament at table 18, which is hilarious because that's where our group was hanging out at the start of the day.
Yep.
I was literally sitting at the table I needed to be at.
Yeah, I was on that first row.
And then I never left those front tables.
Yeah, I was on that first row all day as well. I don't think I ever went to the second row.
I went full bin and lost early, and then just played like
that guy that probably only played the bye and got a win. See, that's the downside of going to the losers bracket. Is your tiebreakers are real bad.
Absolutely, and then playing against that guy Spencer, the worst.
But yeah, no, like all 3 people who beat me were top 16. I'm still like, God, dude, that final round would have just gone my way because we both.
2 of the players that beat you were top 16. Now it's all 3.
No, I double checked. I wanted to hurt myself. The dude I lost to in the final round got 15th. So all 3 people.
Yep. Don't go X3 and you would have top 16.
Yeah, you suck, Brandon.
Yeah, you suck. You know what's funny is Spencer actually helped your tiebreakers more than that other guy.
Did he with only 2 points?
With 2 draws.
He didn't have. Yeah.
It's better than 0 points.
Well, I guess that one guy did have. He had 3 points.
Yeah,
he
had 3 points. Yeah.
All right. That guy with the bye had slightly better.
Yeah, slightly, very minusculely.
That's so bad, dude. That's so awful. So if you don't get paired with,
I know.
Just one of them. If just one of them doesn't get paired versus you, like you're top 16.
Yep.
Oh, it's so rough.
Well, I just gotta win. I can't go X2. Can't leave it. Can't leave it in his hands.
Tiebreakers. You going to kissing me?
I'm still thinking about it. I have to. When is it? June
6th.
I've got to have, because we're gonna need extra days off for that one. I've got to see if my PTO can build up fast enough by then. Because I'm actually.
Yeah, because you just used a vacation not too long ago, right?
Yeah. So I'm like low on PTO again. Well, because it's like a 7-hour drive, so it's gonna be like what, at least a 4-day event or 4-day trip.
No,
or is it 3?
It would be. We would leave Friday, play Saturday, and then leave Sunday.
Leave Sunday. Oh, okay. So. Okay, that would be normal because I'm already normally. Okay, it's on. Okay. So that's better because I'm normally off on Saturday already. So yeah, I wouldn't need as much. Okay, yeah, I'll have to look into it. I'm still thinking about it. I want to see what these what the beat break decks look like because I don't know what I'm gonna play. Like I gotta figure that out.
You might legitimately still be playing cross, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is it might just still end up being cross.
It could be.
Because that deck's still good. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah.
So I'm still thinking about it. We'll see. I'm probably leaning. I'm like 70-30 on going though. So.
Okay.
I don't even know. I haven't even really thought about it.
I'm just assuming you're not going, Brandon. I was surprised you went to Baton Rouge. It's impossible to get you to go to an event.
It is. It really is.
Know.
I gave up even bothering to ask you.
He's a wife's man where, it's like, I can't really leave my wife.
I'm like, bro, dude, she'll be there when you get back.
Bro, she has separation anxiety.
Bring her with you. Or get some of those pills that they give those dogs with separation anxiety that chills them out. Just give her one before you leave.
Antidepressants?
I don't think it's what it is. I think it's a literal chill pill. I don't think it's an antidepressant. I think it's something that just mellows you. The equivalent of like giving her a bong hit or something before you walk out the door.
Yeah, let me just medicate her. That'll go great.
Hit her with a trank dart.
I'll be back in 3 days. You won't even know I'm gone.
That was the best sleep I ever had.
Oh, we already have another trip planned, but it's all the way in like October, so I should definitely have the PTO built up by then.
Yeah, you should. Awesome. I'm so hungry.
Nice. All right. Good job, boys. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.